Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Edward Joseph, and let's talk live. Tregay, the Thunder Booty. All right, let's talk. Well, today, peoples, has been such an interesting day. I am here, I am live, and I am going to talk about some things, peoples. Peoples, Tregay, the Thunder Booty. You guys come on in. You guys come on in. You guys come on in, for there's so much to talk about, peoples. You guys come on in. Peoples, today, me and Brazy Certified World Media paid Trey Gay a visit on today. And I tell you, people, Trey Gay is gay. I mean, he's just gay, you know? For a nigga to sit up here and think about men's booty forever and a day, Trey is gay. I mean, he's just plain gay. And see, he has no comeback, peoples, because see, I challenged him. The only thing he can do was just talk about Brazy. The only thing that he can do was talk about a live that Brazy had talking about me on his channel, which is perfectly okay with me because, I mean, hey, I told everybody, shoot your shot about me, say what you need to say about me, shoot your shot, say whatever. But see, when it comes down to the Kanika Jenkins case, you have no case because you have no standings. See, the thing is, anybody can make a live about Edward Joseph and say whatever they want about Edward Joseph. That's fine with me because, that's what it is. I love everybody to shoot their shot. But at the end of the day, the thing is, no one can ever say that Edward Joseph never stand up on business. I've always stand 10 toes down upon business people. I've always stand 10 toes down with any and everything that I say and that I do. And so this is one of the reasons why the people can only talk about me, but they can never share my lives. This is why the people can only talk about me, but they can never come to my channel and stand up 10 toes down and to showcase their talents when it comes down to the Kanika Jenkins case, because I will make mincemeat out of them. Do you understand what I'm saying? See, the thing is, Tregay only resort was to use a live that Brazy did to talk about me. And see, that was at the time to when me and Brazy was beefing at that time. But subsequent, we put all of that madness behind us and stuff. And so Tregay had found the picture of Edward Joseph, and he was like, well, look at him and all like this and stuff. I mean, I'm kind of like, Trey. At least I got a picture up of me and showing my actual face. At least I showed me and my children. And I showed many pictures of me. And at least I showed a video of me singing a song. What have you done, Tregay? You live in a decrepit house with your uncle, the old man, and you keep a mask on your face. Look at that mug right there, peoples. That is Tregay. That is the Thunder Booty. And see, peoples, he has to keep that mug covered because he cannot show his actual face. He is a oogla. He is a hideous of the hideous. And even when he showed his face, people, even hideous can't even be the word to describe him. But see, the thing is, people, see, Tregay don't have no comeback when it comes down to Edward Joseph, because I asked him many times, drop the link, Tregay. Tregay, share my live. Tregay played it live that Brazy was talking about me. He couldn't do it. He couldn't do it. He didn't have a comeback, peoples. He couldn't say nothing about Edward Joseph. The nigga can't even show a picture of him in any girl. But he all the time is looking and thinking about men's booty. And so, you know, it's funny to me, people. So I'm going to put some videos together. I'm going to do that today and stuff. So I just wanted to come on live just for a little bit and just crack on Tregay, the Thunder Booty. And then for all of the people who was in his chat trying to get me riled up and stuff by the salacious madness that they were doing, well, see, I didn't pay them no mind because they're idiots themselves. But for anybody who sit down and watch Tregay forever and a day and believe his nonsense, you are an idiot. You're stupid. You are a sucker. You are a major lollipop, and you are the little ditties with little titties and little asses that follows a deranged man who don't even have a comeback, who can't even exegese about this case, who sit here and lie forever and a day for 7 years and telling you, well, Kanika died on the 6th. No, Kanika died on the 7th. No, Kanika did this. No, Kanika did that. I mean, for 7 years, peoples. I call that comical. I call that is a comedian. And I call that stupid people. Because, see, the thing is, peoples, I know many of my moderators watched his live. And I know many of my moderators go over there and listen to him. But now if my moderators sit and believe him, well, then they're stupid. And I say that again. I said, if my moderators go over there and watch him and believe the various things that he says, they are stupid. They are stupid just like he is. They are a sucker and they are a lollipop. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, I don't have a problem with the people on my channel, even my moderators on my channel, going around and looking at other people's channels. Now, what I do have a problem with is if you are a moderator of someone else's channel. But now, if you go and look at the other people's channel and you sit there and you believe the madness that they're saying, and you can't even come and you can't even exegese yourself about the case, well, then you are stupid. Do you understand what I'm saying? See, people, it's a difference, and you got to understand the difference. You got to understand, if you're going to talk about the case, exegese about the case. Exegese about the case. Tell your narrative about the case. Because if you talk and you talk all of your madness and bullshit and want to try to talk about people and say how ugly they are and stuff, well, then you know what I say? I say show your face, and then not only show your face, but then talk about the case. Now let's get past all of the semantics and things. Let's get past all of the things that you guys do to try to keep from talking about the case. You know, the obscene language and the degrading type of language and, you know, all of that stuff. That's crazy to me. But see, you know, I'm not an ass kisser and I'm not an ass licker. And so it doesn't matter what you say about Edward Joseph. You know, you can say I'm a thunder booty. You can say I like booty and all like that. It doesn't matter to me because it doesn't pertain to me. Because, see, I have 3 kids. And so you can't fuck a booty and then have kids. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying? See, I did it the way that Christ told me to do it. I did it the right way. Now, I may not have gotten married, but I did it still the right way, and I got kids. Do you understand? Where's your kids, Tregay? Have you ever seen a vagina before, Tregay? You never did. I have never ever seen a picture of you, Tregay, holding a woman's hand, less alone hugging on her, less alone kissing on her, Tregay. Because you can't, because don't no woman like a ugly looking ass mother like you, Tregay. And so you can talk about Edward Joseph as much as you want, Tregay, but at the end of the day, I still showed my picture, Tregay. All of my pictures, Tregay, a lot of them, and I got plenty more from a child and growing up, Tregay, to what I look like today, Tregay. Why do you have your face covered? And why do you look like a ninja turtle, Tregay? Because you're one that likes booty. And see, the thing is, peoples, Tregay don't want you to see his warted lips because, see, he's been digging in ass forever and a day. And so his lips is all puckered up and is all matted and warted. Oh, if I showed you a actual picture of what Tregay looks like today, peoples, you will be horrified. And I don't want the people to be horrified on my channel, peoples. I want you to come back. Because YouTube will probably kick me off for showing some madness like that, peoples. Do you understand what I'm saying? See, the thing is, when people don't have a narrative, then they all the time resorts down to making and cracking jokes about what you look like and stuff. Well, it doesn't matter what I look like, peoples, because I got 3 kids from what I look like. Do you understand what I'm saying? I got 3 beautiful kids from what I look like. See, I'm a father and I'm a grandfather, peoples, many times over. Well, Tregay, where is your grandkids? Where is your kids? Where is your wife? Where is your girlfriend? Where is any girl that will ever had laid down and spread her legs for you to let you see her VCAT? You ain't never see Vajaja, Tregay. You only can dream about it. Dream a little dream of her. You never seen it, Tregay. You never seen it. But yet you have the audacity to sit up here and try to talk about Edward Joseph and Brazy, Tregay. Boy, peoples, I tell you, see, I tell you. And I laughed my whole time I was over there. But I give Tregay a little bit of credit. You know, it wasn't nothing but a distraction that he did because he didn't have a comeback upon me. He couldn't say nothing about me. He couldn't share my live. The only thing he can talk about was my picture. But even the things that he was saying about my picture, oh my God, peoples, I mean, that stuff was just so vile. It was just crazy. I felt sorry for him even trying to describe and say something about me. He couldn't. He couldn't, peoples. And the reason why he couldn't is because I have that domineering spirit. See, the Bible gives us power to trample over serpents and scorpions. Do you understand what I'm saying? See, I have the power to trample over the scorpions and the snakes. Do you see what I'm saying? See, peoples, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest the table in the presence of my enemies. My cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all of the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever. And so, see, the thing is, peoples, Tregay didn't have nothing to say about Edward Joseph. He couldn't. He absolutely didn't have nothing to say. And the reason why he didn't have nothing to say because I have that dominating spirit. See, the thing is, peoples, the Bible says, resist the devil and he will flee from thee. Draw nigh unto God and he will draw nigh unto you. See, I'm a child of God. And it doesn't matter what you hilarious and nefarious people say about me because you can't touch me. You can't break down my spirit. You can't get me to feel bad or sad or mad or anything and stuff because I'm anointed and I'm appointed. And whether you like it or not, your words can never touch me at all, period. And even in your salacious moments when you try to vilify the man of God, you can't because your tongue is twisted. See, you can talk about devious, devilish, and demonic madness and stuff because that's all you show on your channel. That's all you think about. That's all you speak about is degradation, but never elevation and never enumeration. And see, that's the only thing that you can think of. Edward Joseph is trying to think of some things that is going to hurt him, but you can never hurt me, my friend. I want you to understand that. You can never hurt me. See, the thing is, I called you out and I danced around you so many times and stuff. It was just funny. And I kept saying, Tregay, Tregay, show the video. Tregay, drop the link to the channel so I can come up and talk to you. Tregay, show my live. You couldn't do none of that. And the reason why you couldn't do none of that because you didn't even have the words to even speak upon me. Do you understand what I'm saying, peoples? And so when you guys come with all of your salacious madness, just understand one thing. I will always be here. I will always give my narrative. I will always stand 10 toes down with what I say and what I believe. And I will always prove my stance, period. That is something that many of you YouTubers just cannot do. And that's, see, that's the problem. Because, see, you can get on your live and you can talk all of the shit that you want, but then when it comes down to confronting Edward Joseph, you can't do it. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but your names will never hurt me. And see, you know, I dance around you. See, I don't have no problem in anything that I do. I am transparent. And whether the ladies love me or whether the ladies hate me, I've always stand on business. And whether the ladies think I'm handsome or whether the lady thinks I'm ugly, that's fine. Show yourself and then let's see what you look like. Let's see how fat you are or how skinny you are. Let's see if the men would come and adore you or would they abhor you. See, that's the difference, peoples. Because again, the people can talk so much shit, but yet when it comes down to proving themselves to the people, they can't do it. They can't do it. They all the time deflect from that of what is being asked of them. Do you understand what I'm saying? See, peoples, the whole time I was in Tregay's channel, he kept directing everything towards Brazy. But when it came down to Edward Joseph, the Lord wouldn't even allow his tongue to even try to begin to say anything about me. See, that's just the power that God has. And that's just the power that God gives me. You can't touch and you can't talk about God's anointed. You just can't do it. What really can you say about me, Tregay, that many people haven't already said already? And then look what happened to them. Do you see what I'm saying? See, the thing is, I talked about the people, but I'm still here. And the reason why I talked about the people is because I told the truth. And that's why I'm still here. That's why I can always stand 10 toes down, talk about you like a dog, and still go about and do the various things that I do because the truth needs no help. It stands on its own. But when you try to talk about me, you try to go and you try to dox my channel. You try to get and look at all of this salacious stuff and things, and then you try to bring it to the forefront. But what is it that you're bringing? What is it that you're bringing? What really do you know about Edward Joseph? Really? I mean, you say I'm ugly. You say I'm a thunder booty. You say I like booty and all like this. Yeah, I like booty, but I like women's booty. I don't like men's booty. I'm not a P. Diddy. See, P. Diddy is the man who touched a woman's kitty and played with the woman's titty. That's P. Diddy. And that's why he is getting prosecuted today, because P. Diddy did the things that he did. And see, P. Diddy, he went on and ejaculated in a man's mouth and told him to hold it in and then to go back and do your work. See, he's all the time taking out his penis and having people put their mouths on his penis. But see, you can't even get to the penis because you all the time have a mask on your face. So the only thing that you can do is take out your little penis and put it in booty, men's booty. You're always cracking ass, Tregay. Cracking ass. And that's why I can't even be bothered with the stupid people on your channel that all the time wanted to try to ramp up whatever Joseph. But see, I wouldn't even give them the time nor the day. I didn't even address their little hollow minds and things and stuff because, again, you know, if the truth be told, people, I ask any of them, show your picture. Come on to my live, and then after you talk about me, talk about the Kenneka Jenkins case, and then tell me what you think. They can't do that because they are subservient bastards. They are suckers. They are lollipops. And they are your little thunder booties. Do you understand what I'm saying? See, people's flies like shit. I said flies like shit. You know, when Tregay cracks his ass open, then all his little flies, his little minions come in, and then they lick on his ass because they like the shit that he say. That's all. Everything that comes out of Tregay's ass and mouth is shit. And that's why it stinks, peoples. It has no substance. It holds no merit and it holds no weight. Do you understand what I'm saying? See, peoples, still today, and if anybody who's been rocking with me and following me forever and a day, it has yet to be one YouTuber that really went toe-to-toe, back-to-back with me about the Kenneka Jenkins case. They never did. They never did. And the reason why they never did, because they know I will run rings around them and then some. Do you understand what I'm saying, peoples? I said I will run rings around them and then some. So, you know, the one thing that they can do and they can do best is just throw some shade, throw some names out, talk about my pictures, talk about my mama, talk about my children, talk about my grandkids. You know, that's all that they can do. You know, that's baby stuff. That's the shit that we did back in elementary school. Your mama looks so fat that she's so black. Okay, and that's why my mama had me. I said that's why my mama had me. So somebody loved that fat and black, and they had me. And I came out pretty handsome, peoples. You know, I came out pretty handsome. You know, I mean, shit, I had my fill of beautiful women in my day. Do you understand what I'm saying, peoples? You know, never had no problems. Always had a girl for the senior ball, senior prom. You know, always went out to dances and things. Always had a telephone number full of numbers and stuff. Now, I never did look at every girl that way and stuff. But the special ones I did, it was, you know, something meaningful, something special. So Tregay, for one that talks so much shit about everybody else and stuff and how they look and things, well then I would give you $100 to take off that mask right now and to show your face. $100 to help your channel out, to show your face. Now, if you want to go live on my live or go on your live and stuff, let's go live. You drop the link and then let's show our faces on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, whatever. Let's both show our faces. And then after we show our faces, let's talk about the case, Tregay. Let's talk about the case. I'll give you $100 if you will take off that mask. But see, the thing is, he'll never do it because he will find any and everything to distract and deflect that of what I'm asking him to do. Tregay, I'll give you $100 if you can show me one picture of you and a girl in any pose, whether you're standing up behind her, on the side of her, on top of her, under her, or even around her. Just show me one picture. I'll give you $100. Tregay, I will give you $100 if you can even show a picture of you and your family. Not your mutts. I said your family, Tregay. I will give you $100 if you can show me a picture of your family without the mask. Tregay. He can't do it, peoples. He will have every excuse under the book why he cannot show his face. But all the time thinking about men's booties. So now for the demented, twisted, sick, sadistic, and stupid people that is in his chat that wanted to try to ramp up with Edward Joseph, well, then I'll challenge each and every one of you suckers. Come on to my live. I'm going to put the link down in my chat. Come on to my live, and then I know you're going to watch this live. Come to my live and talk to Edward Joseph. I mean, you suckers sat up there and talked so much shit and said all of this salacious stuff about Edward Joseph when you don't even know him. But see, I wouldn't give you the time of the day. See, the thing is, your master Tregay couldn't stand up to Edward Joseph. Do you see what I'm saying? Because see, the various things that he said about Edward Joseph, it didn't even make no sense. The guy was grasping for straws, trying to say something about me. But what can you say about me? Call me ugly, but I got 3 kids. Call me ugly, but I got grandchildren. Call me ugly, but I had women in my life. Never did I ever bend down, bow down, and have a man bend over and stick my rod in his anus. Never! I've always had the veggie hole, Tregay. You ain't never even seen the veggie hole, Tregay. All you only seen was the booty hole, Tregay. And that's all he can think about people was booty. Booty! Men's booty! Oh, peoples. Boy, you guys wait until I get finished because now I am going to go ahead and make live after live after live after live about Tregay and men's booties. A nigga that will sit up here and only talk about booty, that's sad. The nigga never ever mentioned a VCAT. He doesn't even know the word vagina, peoples. It ain't in his vocabulary. He can't even speak it because he never seen it. It's foreign to him, peoples. And so, peoples, what is it that I have to prove? It is nothing that I need to prove to you, to Tregay, or to anybody. You want to know a little bit about my life history, peoples? All you got to do is just go to my Facebook channel. I got a lot of pictures up there of my family, of me growing up with me and my kids, me and my grandkids, and stuff. You know, I mean, I put a lot of that stuff on there. I didn't take it down, but I stopped posting on there because a lot of you deviant, devilish, and demonic people will go and you would dox my channel and stuff, and you try to get everything that you possibly can and stuff, and then you want to make a live about it. But what is it that you can say about me? What? Y'all call me all of these kind of names and stuff and try to be salacious and everything and so on and so forth. But then, if truth be told, if truth be told, peoples, let me come down your street. Let me come down your alley and let me really do a comprehensive study upon you and your family. And then let's see what I can bring out of it. Do you understand what I'm saying, peoples? You know, now I don't have a problem in opening up. I don't have a problem in sharing my life and my life history, my life story. I was a young man who was brought up in a very spiritual environment. My mom was a missionary. She was the president of the missionary at my church and stuff. My grandfather, her father was a deacon. Her mom was a missionary. All of my uncles and stuff, they were preachers, and few of them was pastors and things. And then as we grew up, a lot of my cousins, they became preachers and things. I'm a preacher. And so what is it that you want? I was in a very intact family. My mother and father stayed married until the day that they died. Stayed married. So I grew up in an intact family. I had siblings and stuff. You know, I went to church. I praised God. I paid my tithes and offering. I prayed. I sung all over the United States and stuff, and won so many awards and things. What is it that you want to know about Edward Joseph? I didn't live the type of life that many of you lived and things and stuff. Do you understand what I'm saying? I was brought up in a intact family. Do you understand what I'm saying, peoples? I was loved by many and still is. You know, graduated from high school, went to college, got my degree. Then I went out in the working field and I worked. And then I ended up getting a young lady pregnant at the age of 20. And I took care of all of my children. Now, I didn't do it the right way, people. So I didn't do it like my brother. My brother got married and then he had kids. I didn't do it that way. I didn't do it that way. But it didn't really matter because I took care of my children. I never shunned them. I never denied them. I've always did everything that I needed to do. And even my son today, many people who have followed me and stuff, they saw that I took the time out. I made the sacrifice. And I went to go to Sacramento about an hour and 20 minutes to go ahead and pick up my son and go ahead and drop him off to school and things. I did that. Do you understand what I'm saying? And so, I worked 2 and 3 jobs to make it happen for all of my children, not just one, but every last one of them. And,
What's
and,
the what's the
and
word, man?
huh?
What's the word?
What's going on, Brazy? How's it going, my friend?
Man,
Look
this
at here, look at here. You know I had to come on and shoot my shot.
hey, you know what's so crazy? It wasn't the fact that, you know, I was even trying to get into it with this fucking goofy. You feel me? And excuse my French, anybody that's on here, that's checking this out. But yeah, this man is a clown. But everybody always knew that. Everybody been knowing that. For the ones that don't know, it'd be a lot of people that get into this
Your sound went out.
this damn iPhone. Yeah, ain't not what's so crazy is ain't nothing wrong with people listening to him. That ain't the problem I got with him. He tried to make it into that problem. He mad because basically I slide through. I see he talking about some shit. You know what I'm saying? And I just make a comment like, "Damn!" Every time I feel like I try to have a little faith in you. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause you got so many narratives, you might get the right one. You know what I'm saying? Every time I try to have some little faith in you, here you go with some wild ass shit. Because he was showing whole different person. Talking about this Kanika right here and a mama. So I'm like, this shit crazy. But he got instantly, he know who I am. You know what I'm saying? I'm the same person that brought up the fact that he lied about France Cave writing him a letter. So, when I came up on this panel before and checked him about it, he got pissed off then. So, when he see me, he know what it is. You know what I'm saying? The people in the chat, of course, they ride with him. That's straight. That's his crew. You know what I'm saying? They've been fucking with him. He got him involved, listening to that bullshit. But Trey, you already know, especially if you listening. Come on, man. You know what it is, man. We can't. You can't even play in my park, man. You know what I'm saying? You ain't never swung on a playground. You know what I'm saying? So we ain't gonna go there like that. You talking crazy? Then he jump off into all this all this excuse my French, all this gay shit. All this sexual. You know what I'm saying? That man weird, man. Weird. He want to get all sexual and talk crazy and all this sexual stuff about boys and men and baby oil and shit. Like Trey Gang, what is to you? But see, it's like this, and this ain't even being funny. When you knock somebody off their game like that, and they can't even continue to push the content that they're pushing, you know, come on, man. You know what it is. I just call it how I see it. You sitting here and you feeding the public bullshit, and I ain't sitting back saying I'm right. Hell, shit. I ain't saying nobody right. I ain't saying nobody wrong. I'm just listening to you and I'm just getting a kick out of it because I'm like, damn, this is really some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
just like anybody else that speak in you know what I'm saying, speak in people chats, damn, I can't say nothing. It's all out war with me. You know what I'm saying? So hey, it is what it is. When it's all said and done, like I tell them, shit, hey boy, you the Stephen King of YouTube. You know what I'm saying? The horror stories you tell. You know what I mean? I say, boy, you need to get rich off this shit. For years, from day one. You know what I'm saying? It's been bullshit. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. That's Tregay. He gonna be that.
Yeah, but see, for someone to sit here and consistently talk about booty and shit, the nigga has a serious problem.
Yeah, he got some type of fantasy or
Right.
something. You know what I'm saying? He
Yeah.
got some type of fixation with men. But see, everybody been knew that about Trey Gang low key though, because he came in talking like that. He already talked sassy. You know what I'm saying? He already talks sassy, so it's like, it ain't shit. You got people that's used to it. Look at the world we living in. Like I'm saying, ain't nothing wrong with it. If he is, he is. Shit, that's his prerogative. You know what I'm saying? But he get on there, and he spit it so much, you got to read between the lines, man. That's what Trey be on. You don't hear Trey talking about women. You ain't never heard him. You ain't never heard him talking about he went out on a date. I just was with this little. He always make jokes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this little bride. Well, he one of them type of guys. That man ain't got, and shit. That's his prerogative though. But don't push it on me, booty warrior. You a booty warrior. Don't come at me with all them booty jokes.
And see, that's what I'm saying. It's amazing to me how the people in his chat get so mad with you when all you do is just want to come and have a conversation about the case. But instead of having a conversation about the case, now they want to barrage you with all of this madness and salaciousness about this and that and the other. Ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
But see, this is the thing. It is not about the case with them people over there. It's entertainment. You feel me? People getting off of work, people on their lunch breaks. It's entertainment. He's entertaining to them. When he say funny things and all that, it's entertaining. You know what I'm saying? When he try to get serious and he talk about the Kanika Jenkins case, it's full of lies and conspiracies and mysteries and you know what I'm saying? This is what strikes me strange with him. This is how I know he do it on purpose. Tregay is actually, you know what I'm saying, one of the people, not one of the people, but you know what I'm saying, like
Your phone went out again.
I'm gonna have to fix this. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? No, this iPhone, you know when you're talking you just leave away from it, it just go off like that. But anyway, you know, Trey Gang was one of the ones right after King Rob and all them. You know, he was popping around the Chloe in them times, you know, when they was all on the grind trying to come up and shit. You know what I'm saying? So he came with things like the Kanika Jenkins t-shirts, you know what I'm saying? Payal trying to make money off her name. He had been doing that. You know what I'm saying? And this, and you know, it tripped me out because he tried to reverse it to people like, yeah, trying to come over here. Ain't nobody trying to make no money, man. I got a whole job. You know what I'm saying? Shit, hey, I mean, some people, this is the way they make money and, you know, they make a living, and it is what it is. If I ever make money off of it, but I don't give a shit about that. I go to work every day. What I'm saying is, people like him that sit in the house all damn day and come up with these crazy mysteries, you know what I'm saying? It's a trip. So, you know, he been like that though, from day one. You know what I'm saying? He was one of the originals, but what tripped me out with him is you have stuff from the first case file. You know what I'm saying? You have videos and all type of stuff that you can sit back and look at. What's so crazy is you mix everything up how they mix it up, how the police and how the hotel play games. You mix everything up and just spin.
So adjust your phone again because we can't hear you.
Damn, let me fix this shit.
Okay.
You know how your phone you know how your phone got like a time limit to like
Right.
the.
So it's doing it again. So we can't hear you still.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, this is what I'm finna do. Let me fix this. I ain't going nowhere. Let me just fix this real quick so my phone won't keep doing that.
Okay.
But hold on, before I do it, this is what I'm saying. Basically, you know what I'm saying, you got a lot of the case file shit, and you can really put it together the right way. You know what I'm saying? But he sit back and he just keep building narratives. It's like to him, I'm gonna say this month, and I'm gonna say this month. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So it's like you just fooling your people. And I don't mind that shit. They all fools. Shit. He got them thinking literally it's another person. And you got people that don't think it's Kanika. That's fine. To each his own. But don't get mad at me when I sit back and say how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Shit, you got an open you got an open platform. Your shit is open. Shit, if you ain't want nobody to speak under your video or under what you was doing, you should have locked your shit up. Shit, I'm not gonna go past it and see you talking about some shit. If I want to make a comment, I'm gonna make a comment, my guy. So he ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? You know I'm a threat to Trey Game, man. He don't like that shit. You know what I'm saying? He go, you look, anything that's he feel like fucking up his round of brews or making a couple dollars to do what he need to do. You know what I'm saying? She, you see what he said? I just want to thank y'all for the cash apps and I'm up out of here. I'm gonna keep you running. You know what I'm saying? You open up the door for that. For me to get a phone call that you got me on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? Trying to say I'm at a hotel, fam. You know I'm gonna get on your ass ASAP. ASAP. I don't know
Well,
why you came over here. You know why? You got me on your shit. I mean, thank you for promoting my channel. I mean, I thank you for that. You know, you showed a couple of Kaniga Jenkins videos, showed the little mini movie I was trying to let people see. You know, thank you. But when it's all said and done, boy, you did that. You invited me, and I want to thank you. I told them to get the likes up. You know, like it. That was a good video. That was a good live he did.
yeah,
He
yeah.
ran.
Well, see, I don't have no problem with him talking about what he's talking about and stuff because everybody's going to shoot their shot regardless, and that's what I've always say. It doesn't matter what your narrative is. If you whatever you feel what happened to Kanika, come and shoot your shot and stand on it, regardless of what it is. Stand on it, whether it's the truth or whether it's not the truth. Stand on it. I can respect the person to come and to express that of what they feel. Stand on it, and defend it with everything that you got. But don't get mad when the people come and, I mean, I didn't come into his channel and come all hilarious and inferior. I just came, hello, blessings to you all and stuff. And it's like, what's going on here? Oh, Edward
Um,
Joseph is in the house, and yeah, get him out of here.
yeah,
Yeah.
he don't like that shit, man.
Well, see, and see, that's good. That is good because see, the thing is, my thing is this: when you want to sit and talk your shit about people, and you want to dox people and do all of that, well, then it's going to be people like me that's going to check you. It's going to be people like me that's going to come into your channel and is going to tell you where you stand as far as I'm concerned. Now, if you don't like the shit, well, hey,
Like I say,
then
block the
then,
shit
then
up.
change that shit.
It's privacy settings where you can only have your people that subscribe to you in your chat if you want to do that. Where people like me don't have to scroll across your bullshit and speak on it if I want to.
Yeah. But see, I don't care whether he likes it or not, because at the end of the day, I'm still going to come and I'm still going to say what I need to say. And so then, I'm gonna do him just like he's doing everybody else. I'm gonna make some videos, I'm gonna make some lives, I'm gonna make some shorts and stuff, and I'm gonna put that shit out there. But
Man,
I'm only going to show you what he says, and
man.
I'm going to show you the differences in all of the different things that he's been saying that he has been lying about and stuff, you know, and that's it. I mean, if you can't take what you put out, why put it out there in the first place? That's all I'm
Man.
saying. You
I,
know,
I'll just say this. I don't get too, and I hope you listen to DeMarco Jones, Tregay. I don't get two shits about you, man. You feel me? When it's all said and done, man. Hey, watch me work. I got some shit. I got some shit popping off. You feel me? That shit you talking about crazy. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, all the jokes and all the shenanigans, you can do all that. You've been doing that. You're a comedian. You know what I'm saying? You're very entertaining. Like I said, that's why you keep a crowd going. Shit, you're entertaining. You know what I mean? I mean, although I bodied your ass today. I bodied you last night too, to be honest with you. That's why you shut the chat. You shut your whole live down. Tried to play crazy. Then you turned around and did it today. You know what I'm saying? You got to stop that, Trey. You usually be up there talking your shit for hours. You know what I'm saying? You
but it
talking
was
for
hey, it was epic though. I mean, I was sitting back laughing my ass off because I said, God damn, look at here. God damn. Now that's when you command that's when you command your respect. Soon as you walk in the door, then all of the demons starts to fall down at your feet.
and then did you see Fred? You see Fred and God is talking. I told Fred you don't sit your fat apple crisp eating ass down.
What's that? What? Oh shit! Was that Fred the Jig over there?
I thought that was Fred the Jig or something. I hope hey, if it wasn't then my bad, Fred. But shit, I thought that was you, boy. I was on your head. I was on your head, man. Thought that
Yeah,
was you.
yeah. Well,
And God is no better. That's the killer part. God is you know
you
better.
already know who that is. So
God is you'd have been hey man, you'd have been in everybody's shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. You like the you like the you like the YouTube groupie. You feel me? You the YouTube groupie. You in everything. Every other city we go, I see the same. I'm telling you. Crazy. Crazy work, man.
hey, it's amazing how they have to come under all of these fictitious names and stuff just to go and talk in the chat and stuff.
Look, diabolical. The man sat back. I said this. Didn't I tell you last night? I said what he gonna do is he gonna go through all the footage again, miss the facts in the footage, try to find somebody in the footage that he can try to compare to me and be like, "Hey, that go brazy right there. That's brazy." And look. As soon as I get the call, I turn to it. Here goes some black dude in the hotel. He got my picture lined up. See, boom, there it is. There it is. Pie y'all. There it is. I told y'all they come over and try to deflect. They come try to deflect everything. There it is. Man, this shit is. Hey, look, you can't make this shit up, man.
You can't. No, you absolutely can't.
I say, man, I say something about young Dolph. The man say, I kill you. Well, goddamn it, I was there at the murder. Hey, look, check this out. Trey, whatever. Look, Trey. I actually, after Dolph got killed, I was so interested into the case where I went to Memphis and I actually have a video there on the scene, not when he died, but afterwards. You feel me? Makita's cookies. I stopped there and all type of things. I just want to get the feel of what was going on, so I went to Memphis,
Mhm.
and checked everything out. But yeah, the man was upset, man. The man was upset, man. It's like when you throw somebody off their game, man, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But it's easy. He's sitting up there. Look, he forgot the lies and shit. He didn't even know how to go back to his regular, content because he was lying so bad on it. Hey, he couldn't even double back to it. Last night he said he was drunk. Said he was drinking. He said, I'm drinking, y'all. Y'all know. Come on, man. You funny, dude. But he's gonna always be that. He's gonna always be little Trey. You know what I'm saying? The booty warrior that he always been. And you know what I'm saying? Shit, he gonna make you laugh. That's how he do. And I respect this shit. I
Yeah.
respect it.
Well, then I will always be here to go ahead and rip in his ass too, with the same salacious bullshit that he comes with
I
and
told
things.
him one thing. I say this. Read the letter that you said France Cave wrote you. He wouldn't do it. Just read the letter that you said France Cave wrote you. Read it out right now. You feel me? That's what his chat should be conversating with him about. If France Cave wrote you a letter and told you everything that happened, what the hell you been telling us since then? Why is you still going talking about all this other shit?
I mean, and then
You
why
said
would
France
he?
told you what happened. You read it out to your. But see, what it is because I know this because people be hitting me up. You know what I'm saying? Like I got people that sit back and they know, man, his history and shit. They hit me up like, man, Brazy. Just like after today. You know what I'm saying? After that happened, people hit me up. You know what I'm saying? First of all, dum, you went to my channel to let people see who I was, even though you have a big following. Then you went to my channel and showed very good videos that I have. You know what I'm saying? Once
Mhm.
again, like the mini movie that I have on Kanika Jenkins, the story. You know what I'm saying? That was put together. You know what I'm saying? I'll never lie and say I shot this movie or anything. But what I did was I took a look at it and I picked out a few scenes and parts where I felt like it compared to the Kanika Jenkins case. And there you go, voila. You know what I'm saying? But that was
He
something I had
actually
did.
gave you accolades upon that
Yes. You
until you
set back.
came in, and then when you came in, then everything changed.
Yeah, because now he's showing my content. At first, he was just showing it. He was amazed. He was wild. He's telling his people. They tell me where the movie at. Where I can find this movie at. I get in there like, hey, you can find it on my channel. Such and such. Blah blah blah. Hey, he turned up. Oh, there you go. You better say it. No. You better say it. Talk. Let me hear you talk now. Because you was just giving the movie props. You know what I'm saying? Showing it on your platform and everything. And that's what I'm saying. Like at the end of the day, how can I be mad at a guy that, you know what I'm saying? Of course he got a bigger following. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Whether people come my way or not, it don't even matter. You know what I mean? But the man sat back and showed my mini movie, showed some of my content, said I told his whole people that he got a video that can't nobody find, can't nobody get. You know what I'm saying? On my yes, I do. I have a video on my channel that has King Rob and Chosen King and all them, you know what I'm saying? Partying in a hotel trying to imitate the Kanika Jenkins situation, laughing and joking about it. You know what I'm saying? I do. Thanks to Chloe. I thank you, Chloe, on that. Chloe had gave me that a long time ago. I don't know. She thought I erased it. I know now she hate me, so she probably wish I erased it. But no, I got it. You know what I'm saying? Still had it. You know, and it was critical to this case because these were the nefarious YouTubers, just like um Tregay. You know what I'm saying? That played with this shit. You know what I'm saying? That stirred up this case. That really jagged this case in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? To the point where they wanted to close this case up and make it where we couldn't have audio and cameras in the courtroom where we could see what went on. They had destroyed it, threats and all type of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But see, my thing is this. All of this is just internet. It's just internet. And I don't know why people get so wound up, tied up, and tangled up when the spotlight is up on you, but you're putting the spotlight up on everybody else. So when people start to turn around and give you the same thing that you're doing to other people, now see, I could have did a lot worse. I could have doxed his ass to the degree to where I would send him home and have him crying to his mama and everybody. But I'm not that type of person. I'm only going to just meet you where you are, you know. See, I could have went down his genealogy, showed his family, did all of that shit, but why? For what reason?
Well,
No reason for me to go and try to destroy the man for on
I
TV.
mean, it ain't even about that because you know what I'm saying. Them people ain't got nothing to do with none of that, you know. And I had to learn that, being a YouTuber for a little bit, had to learn that. Hey, leave that shit where it's at when it come down to the beefing and getting people, families involved and shit, But I was running with the wrong crowd there, you know what I'm saying, YouTubing, and that's what they was about. Not all of them, but some of them, and that's what it was. But I'll tell you this. It ain't even about that. Trey, listen, man. We live in different states. You did. I'm pretty sure you have a whip. I will hope you do. You sound like a nigga to ride a bike, but you know what I'm saying? Shit, I would hope you do. And shit, we can link up anytime you want to, brother, man. You know what I'm saying? I like to travel when I got my off time from work. We can link up whenever you want to, brother, man. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, all that woofing and talking and all that crazy, like I say, just be the jokester. You know what I'm saying? Be the jokester. Because this shit'll get dark. This shit'll get dark, believe me. It'll get real dark. You know what I'm saying? So we cool breeze, how we cool breeze, man. It's enough, it's too much black on black crime going on anyway. You know what I'm saying? And being talked about on YouTube, people telling on themselves. So with that being said, hey, I I respect your content, man. I respect keep going strong. And for the people that's over there, hey, you guys are the best. You know what I'm saying? Y'all the best, man. The best dummies. You know what I'm saying? The best fucking dummies. And y'all listening to a legend. You feel me? A legendary liar that's been around for the longest. You know what I'm saying? So hey,
Hey, I thought you was about to give this man some accolades
yeah, I
and
did.
give the people a pass.
I
Damn.
did. I did. There y'all go. You feel me? There you go.
Well, see, I can't be as cool like that and stuff because with me, it ain't nothing but internet. That's all that it is. And I keep trying to tell the people that. I mean, it's like it really doesn't matter what I present, how I said or what I said and things. In all honesty, in all sincerity, I'm always looking to try to get a greater understanding of something for myself. Now I can't worry about what other people and what the perspective is. If I don't get it for myself, well then I'm going to keep at it until I can get a greater understanding. And that's the thing with me, you know. But as far as him is concerned, I go over there periodically and what in the world? Y'all hold on for a moment. Hello?
Well, this wind blowing so motherfucking hard. Shit. Oh, Trey. Little Trey.
All right, people, so I'm back.
Boy. That boy.
Uh,
Fancy. He fancy. Huh.
so like I say, all of this stuff ain't nothing but internet, and so I just find it enjoyment and stuff for all of these people who can sit on live and things and go and dox people and talk about people and stuff, but then when you hand the same shit back to them on a silver platter, now they cave in and they get all mad and huffy and puffy and stuff. And then the stupid people on their channel. Now, I don't I don't have a problem anybody on my channel going to any other channel watching whatever they want to watch and stuff. But now if you sit around and you want to believe that shit and then you want to bring that shit back here and then you want to try to get on me from some shit that you heard from other channels and stuff without you thoroughly explaining it, you stupid.
But
You're
see,
stupid.
you know what though? It's like this, you know. Um, YouTube is an open field. You know, people listen to some of everybody. You know what I'm saying? Even sometimes when you don't want to listen to a motherfucker, you'll listen to them just so they ain't shit to do. And your favorite YouTuber ain't on right now. You know what I'm saying? So people listen to some of everybody. You know, hey, look, I can't even trip shit. You know, hey, them people, you know, shit. You know, when you got people like that, like I said, it's all about he a good storyteller. So he know how to sit back and fuck them up with the you know, showing this and showing that. Then he'd dip off into some Illuminati conspiracy shit. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Mix it back up with that. You know what I'm saying? He have a new if you look at it, he have a new something new. But I say I can't it's like everybody guilty of that. We all been, you know, been chasing and trying to see what's up. But after a while you get to a point where if you really been on this shit a little bit, man, now you got to start going with the basics. You know what I'm saying? And start paying attention to some shit, even if you got to double back. And it just killed me because he keep them motherfuckers in a loop over there, boy. He had them thinking one thing, then turn around. Once that crowd leave, once they realize he bullshit, he gain a new crowd and fix them right on up. Had them thinking some more shit. Now, the only person I sit back and say no better is like Goddess and all of them. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all done jumped in everybody's shit. Y'all know what's going on. Now it's just like I said, it's entertainment. You know what I'm saying? The more and more it become entertainment, you gonna sit back and you gonna see people, you know what I'm saying, shit, doing that shit. You know what I'm saying?
No, but I mean, I get all of that, but see, my only issue is simply this. I mean, everybody watch everybody. Everybody has a story. Everybody has a narrative and things. But see, when you want to come back and you want to come to somebody else's channel and you want to challenge them and you want to start outwardly, oh well, you stupid and all this is not right or this and that and the other. Come explain yourself. That's all fine if you want to challenge the person, but come explain yourself. But when you can't come and explain yourself and you want to get up in here and you want to be all hilarious and nefarious with it, well then that's when I have a problem. And so then that's when I start to call the people out and things and stuff because it's like, I mean, all I say, the chat is open, the channel is open. You can come on to the panel, you can come and chat and things like that. But come with something on your lips to where we can be able to conversate with. People can't do that. They want to protect the people who they've been listening to forever and a day, and then want to call everybody else hilarious and nefarious. Well, then it doesn't work for me. I'm saying if I don't care whatever you believe, just come and have a conversation with me. Why is that such a big issue? And instead of taking it on a personal tip, he can't do that. He gets so bent out of shape when you even just come to the channel and just say hello. Oh well, yeah, look at them. They're coming in and yeah. I mean, what?
The thing is this, you know, and I'm gonna say this because I'm gonna do a part two of this video I just did with Kanika, and then you know I'm on to some more commentary. You know what I'm saying? Shit that I've been seeking off into. You know, I got a Jelani case. I mean, I got a Jelani Day shit to do, you know what I'm saying? I got an update on the Kiara Cole shit, you know what I'm saying, that I'm gonna do. I got some shit going on. So and even though it's old shit, it's just shit that I want to do because, you know, I felt like, you know, I ain't never complete them things. And by me being, you know what I'm saying, and in the city, you know what I'm saying? Shit, you know, you hear things, you talk to people, you know what I'm saying? So I was fortunate enough to get somebody close, you know what I'm saying, and politic with a motherfucker. So I'm cool on that. And that's as far as this Kiera Cole case. So I'm gonna talk about that. But yeah, I'm not I'll tell you this, you know, everybody got their way of saying things, everybody got different narratives, everybody got stuff, you know what I'm saying, that they talking about. The only contribution I could try to put to this, just from being around different people, hearing different things, seeing shit, I look at it like this. The only thing that I want to do is show, or at least try to show, or line up the actions of the hotel. You know, Teresa won this case. True indeed. The public, the YouTubers, we felt like we didn't win. You know what I'm saying? Because at least you could have did was told us, you know what I'm saying, what happened, or told, said y'all was right, or you know what I'm saying, this and this. It's like you kind of left woo woo woo. And that's cool for what it is. To each his own. Only, it's our own prerogative. But it's still a mystery because we know the hotel did something, and we know Teresa don't want a motherfucker to know something. You know what I'm saying? Either one of them. So it kind of work in both of their favors. Hey, we ain't got to tell we did. You ain't got to tell what was going on with your daughter. You know what I'm saying? Walk away with the money, take a win-win. Ain't nobody gonna go to jail, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? And it seemed like it kind of summed up to it being like that. Um, of course we know a lot of things was, what I'm saying, hidden. One thing we do know that a lot of these kids around this time, and not even kids, young adults, did nobody go to jail for this. Did none of them get in no trouble? Did none of them go to jail? Was no footage for them to get in any type of trouble or anything, or show them doing anything to get them locked up as far as this case. That's one thing we know for sure. The only people that had to come up out of loss was, of course, Teresa, her daughter, but the hotel and millions, which they didn't give a fuck about because it's a chain of them. So, you know what I'm saying? Hey, give her this little money, don't go about our business. You know what I'm saying? It ain't out to the public. So, what I'm choosing to do is I'm choosing to look at everything all over, you know what I'm saying, for the last time. And I want to actually match up the glitches, the timestamps, everything where they fucked up at. You know what I'm saying? And it starts with Kanika getting off the elevator. You know what I mean? Everything else we didn't see, but it starts with her getting off that elevator. Pay attention. Time jumping. Get over here. Time jumping. Video jumping. Glitches. You know what I'm saying? Certain people. Hey, for the ones that got a lot of the old footage, you're gonna be surprised on what I'm about to show y'all last. You know what I'm saying? So give it about a day or two. I say a day, and I'm gonna put it together and I'm gonna show y'all some shit. You know what I mean? That's gonna change the minds of a lot of people. Like, damn, hold on. So that's how it's gonna be. Other than that, I ain't really got nothing else.
Well, see, that's all good and stuff, and that's what I'm saying. Bring the content and then show it, and then have a conversation about it. Take it step by step by step, step by step by step, and give a good wholesome narrative behind that, so the people can be able to understand. Because not everybody is visuals. A lot of people are learners by hearing, not just visuals and things.
Yeah.
Oh,
See, a lot of people didn't understand. A lot of people still trying to go around the 3 o'clock, 3:25 time frame. Don't do that. You feel me? For the ones that's doing, I mean, like I say, to the ones that's just hearing what I'm saying, just take it, just do it. Just do it for one minute. Just look at it. Don't look at the time frame. Just piece up what you're saying. But it's gonna take for you to. That's why the video that I just made, I'm gonna tell you right now, the video that I just made, I was able to find a lot of the old footage and a lot of the stuff that matched up. All I did was didn't really pay attention to the time frame, but what I did was I sat back and lined up the videos in order, or what I felt like it was. I lined them up in order, and y'all got to take a look at it. But what if you look at the video, I'm gonna show you some on this one, and then the next one you see, you're gonna be like, oh hell no. Watch what I tell you.
no, and see, that's good, because take the video, take the commentary, what the people said, and then take the so-called case files and stuff that what the people at did, and incorporate everything. So if the video is going to debunk what the kids say, or if it's going to debunk what the case files say, well, then that's what it does, and things. And so, it'd be a good, complete overall picture. And this is what the people are seeking, and stuff, because, people will take bits and pieces, and then they'll make a whole narrative behind it, and they'll run with it. But if you can incorporate everything and have a good, wholesome, cohesive narrative behind and explain in great detail why this is what you feel this is versus what they're saying here versus what this is and things. I think that will be a lot more effective than just showing a video and then just, minus the timestamps or things like that. When you incorporate the whole entire thing, I believe that a lot more people will come in and a lot more people will start to chime out and a lot more people will be a lot more expressive about that of what they have seen and then that of what they have said or that of what they have heard or whatever the case may be. I think that will bring the conversation and bring it full circle, you know. And all right, so let me acknowledge the people in the chat. Hello, Carla Henry. How are you, Mel? It's a blessing to see you on today. Carla Henry said, "Happy Friday, Ed." And then, hey, chat. Hello, Mildred Wilkins. How are you, Mel? Man, it's a blessing to see you on today. Mildred Wilkins says, "Hello, everyone. Have a blessed day." Mildred Wilkins has said, "I don't watch anyone. Don't want a confused man. It's too much going on. This person's saying that this person's saying in the lies, I can't deal with lie." Right. And then Colin Henry says, "Amen." Hello, Honesty. How are you, Melman? It's a blessing to see you on today. Honesty says, "Hello, Edward in chat." Hello, Brazy Certified World Media. How are you, my friend? It is a blessing to see you on today. Brazy had said, Tregay don't want no smoke. And then Honesty had given a smile. Colin Henry had said, "Hey, Honesty and Brazy Certified." And then Honesty has said, "Hello, Mildred." And then Honesty has said, "Hey, Carla." And then she gave a smile. And then, "Hello, Pierce Brew. How are you, my friend? It's a blessing to see you on today." And Pierce Brew had said, "Tregay slow as F." Yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly. But see, see people's the reason why I covered the Kanika Jenkins case is because I enjoy it. The reason why I go live is because I enjoy it. Now, I'm not here to try to debunk everybody and stuff. You guys got to understand the difference between internet, stuff that we do and stuff that is really meaningful and whatnot. I mean, if you're tired of talking about the case, then you don't need to join any forum that is talking about it. That's just what I'm saying. If you don't want to watch people, you don't have to watch people. If you're tired about talking about the case, don't even join the lives that the people are talking about it and things. But if you are still interested in the case, well, then come and engage. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. What happens all too often in this community, what gets lost in the shuffle is that when people don't agree, then they totally shut down. They don't want to hear anything what anybody else has to say, or think, or do, or even show for that matter and stuff. And then they just want to keep conflict and confusion. They want all of this personal salacious madness to unfold in things. Well, I will allow it to a certain degree. And then when I say, okay, well, now we need to let that stuff go and let's get serious and let's really, break this down to the way that we can do. Because each and every one of us has some good points and each and every one has some bad points. Every last one of us, no matter who's talking about the case and things. My thing is, and I love to talk about the Kanika Jenkins case because I want to hear from the people. I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear for what you think, what you feel. Not everybody has seen the original video footage. And the only thing that you guys have is that of what was given. Okay, that's fine. We can work with that. But it doesn't have to come to a shouting match. It doesn't have to come to an argument or anything like that, because everybody is learning and everybody is bringing their contribution to that of the overall conversation, and that's what I want, and that's what we'll always want, and that's what I'll always do. I'm going to be on the Kanika Jenkins case until maybe the day that I die. I'm not going to stop talking about it. Now, maybe you all may get tired of it and stuff, but then guess what? You all don't have to watch my channel. You all don't have to come into my live and engage. You all don't have to come into my chat and say anything. And that's perfectly all right with me, because Kanika is not going to be the only case that I'm going to talk about, but it's going to be a case I'm always going to fall back on when I am slowing down with content. And that's something that I can always bring up. So you got to understand the play. It's not so much that, okay, whatever Edward Joseph said, that is actual, factual, true, and law. No, peoples, it's internet. It's internet. And then the little internet beef that I, go ahead and start up with people, man, oh my God, peoples. I mean, if you guys are too hollow and if you can't accept people talking about you, well, then you don't need to be on the internet. I mean, look, I have survived everything that everybody had brought up against me. You guys called me pedo. You guys called me hilarious. You guys called me a woman beater. You guys called me a cheater. You guys called me not a great father. You guys called me not even a preacher. You guys have even called me gay. But regardless of all of that and stuff, look where I am and look what I'm doing. And look where you guys continue to keep coming back to. And so if we really want to get frank behind it and stuff, and we really start to dig in some of your shit that you have been doing in life and stuff, well, then it's very interesting. And see, there's a lot of shit that I know about a lot of you who talked about me. I just haven't said shit. You don't know peoples, but I have already told you, I have a lot of people who I politic with. So where you think that your shit was buried, no, your shit is at the forefront in a little folder that where I can just at any given point in time just went and unleash on your ass big time and wouldn't even give a fuck about it.
Hey, remember he kept saying he don't want to sit back and say he wasn't that though. He don't want to say that. Yeah, you ain't want to sit back and say your name wasn't DeMarco Jones either. You ain't want to say that either.
Yeah.
Kept bypassing that shit.
And see, I got the script on Trey, but I refuse to go and bow down to his level in that manner like that. Do you understand what I'm saying? See, it's easy to talk about people, but when the smoke is back up on your ass and people start to go ahead and really start to dig into your family, start to show your real face, start to show your address, your telephone number, and shit like that. Oh, wow. It brings up on a whole new perspective.
Man, shit, I don't give a damn. Motherfuckers show whatever they want to show. Shit.
You know?
Turn me up. Turn me up.
And see, that's what Casey Coy O'Vera Sanchez Medina tried to do to me.
See, people used to be destroy me. The thing is, people used to be scared of that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? They used to talk about some man. People trying to kill people within this case. Oh, they killed Zach and this and this. Man, that shit ain't true. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody doing shit. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no sense of hiding shit, man. Because half of the time, you going to go live and you going to show your face. You know what I'm saying? Once you get bigger with this shit and you doing podcasts, you going to do all that shit too. So it don't even matter. You know what I mean? We living in a time where, hey, internet is internet. You know what I'm saying? YouTube is YouTube. It's all type of platforms. You know what I'm saying? You can be found. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers, so what? Nigga? What you want the address? What you want a collage of pictures? I mean, it don't matter to me. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the same with me, because see, the only reason why I haven't went live right now is because I'm going through a process. Y'all want to know what process I'm going through? You've already seen it up on Random News Channel. You see that I was getting my teeth fixed and things.
Oh yeah, you doing that.
I'm older, So I'm going through a process. I'm going through a change in things. And so, you know, if I
But see,
was
you can
embarrassed,
admit that. You can admit that and say that. And that's just real shit. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? You can admit that. That ain't no problem. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Shit, your face is enough. It's right there. Motherfuckers know who Elber Joseph is. They know what you look like. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? So it's
I,
like
I
it
hell,
ain't nothing.
I was at the dentist. I was at the dentist and I was getting my teeth worked on and things. See, I'm not taking the fast route. And when those people say that you can get a full-fledged bridge in your mouth and stuff all in one day, that's bullshit.
Hell no, you want to do it the right way.
That's bullshit. So, I'm having them work on every tooth and restructure my mouth. So then when it's completed, I'm good. And plus, I don't have thousands of dollars to be 60. You know how much this thing what I'm going through? It costs $60,000, peoples, to go ahead and get your whole full mouth completed. I don't have $60,000, so I got to pay as I go, and I do as I do and stuff.
But that's just real. That's just real shit, though. You know what I'm saying? That's life shit. You know that ain't
Yeah,
nothing that's being hidden. Shit, you talk about it. You've been talking about it. This ain't the first time you talk shit. You went live at the dentist one time. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Shit.
and I showed that shit.
So it ain't
And
like
people
it ain't.
talked about that, but it didn't make me no difference because if I was embarrassed about showing that, then hell. But I got good insurance. You
Man,
know,
look,
it's just a process that I have to go through. So I'll pay as I go. But I tell you one thing, come next month when I get this $250,000 check, you guys going to see a whole new man. I'm going to show my face every goddamn time I come live. You know, I'm gonna have me a brand spanking new computer. I'm gonna go live and buy me a brand spanking new car, and I'm going to be in a brand spanking new place. Now, what the fuck are you guys going to say then? Oh shit! Look at Edward Joseph. God damn it! Yeah, look at me. You know, look at me. So I came up. You want to vilify people you don't even know what they're going through. And you guys think that the shit that you say about me hurts me. It doesn't hurt me. It used to hurt me when you talked about my mama because I was in a sensitive state at that particular time. Yeah, I was vulnerable at the time, but I didn't let it make it known in things because I was my mama's baby boy. I am the baby boy out the family. I'm the third. I'm the third child, and I have a baby sister, so that makes me in the middle. And then my sister is the baby girl. She's the only girl. So we're both the babies. And so whenever you call my name and you call her name, it's synonymous because we're the babies. Edward Joseph is spoiled. You goddamn straight, I'm spoiled. You know, I'm spoiled. I
yeah.
had everything that I wanted and everything that I needed. I never had to want for nothing. But I've always worked for everything that I got and then some. So when you guys laid out my mama and stuff, shit, that hurted me like a big dog. But you know what I did? I got your motherfucking ass back too. Now, see, I didn't go to the degree as I could and talked about your family and bring them down to the degree like that, but I did enough to get your ass off of YouTube. Case in point, Casey Chloe Olvera Sanchez Medina. The bitch tried to destroy me. She tried to destroy my family and things. But then after I got on her shit and stayed on her shit, and then lightweight started to go on her father, she couldn't take it no more. I struck Casey twice. One more strike, her ass was out of here. And I still got the live to when she had told all of you suckers who used to follow her are probably still are friends with her and get mad at me every time I talk about her or mention her and stuff, which I really don't give a fuck. Because see, some of you are showing your true goddamn colors. I told you. I don't have nothing against Casey. I really don't. I admire the work that she does. But she's a bitch when she tries to go and dox people and tries to spread salacious madness up against them when she never know who they are or who they were. And see, that's the shit I will never tolerate. And when she talked about my mama, I'll never forget that shit. That bitch is on my radar every goddamn time I think about that.
I don't
And
even.
I had to literally, every goddamn day when I start thinking about that, I had to just literally say, Edward Joseph, man, hey, slow your roll, man, slow your roll. But see, that's my problem. That's not yours. It's my problem. It's what I have to deal with. And I have to remind myself every goddamn day, hey, when I think about it, hey, slow your roll, slow your roll, slow your roll. It's okay. Breathe. Breathe. I gotta remind myself that. But see, what you guys failed to realize and understand how close me and my mama was. And for her to go and take my mother's death photo and me lying on my mama in the manner to which I did, and then the bitch is going to go and make parodies out of that final moment, that did something to me. It hurted me to no end. And I'm saying that now because I'm over it to a certain degree. You know, I'm not as very sentimental as I used to be in things. But I'm telling you, I'll never forget that shit. And every goddamn opportunity that I get, I'm homing in on her ass big time.
And
And so
who we talking about again?
Casey Cloyo, Vera Sanchez Mendina.
Damn, I never heard of her.
Casey.
Yeah, I don't even know who that is. I
Yeah.
never heard of that. That's a lady.
A man. A
I,
something. A bitch.
I never heard of her.
You know?
Wow.
But see, let me tell you something. For the people who are friends with her or was friends with her and stuff, they're showing their true colors. You know, because we used to politic, now we ain't politicking no more and stuff because they're feeling some type of way because I'm talking about the bitch. Well, you know something? You can kiss my motherfucking ass. You don't even have to contact me. You don't even have to reach out to me. You don't even have to say shit to me because I don't give a fuck. To be honest with you, I don't give a fuck.
Well,
Now,
you
if
know
that,
that situation between
huh?
the sounds of it because I don't know this lady. It sound like it run deep, and when it all boiled down to it, it's y'all situation. So should nobody care about, how you feel or how she feel? You know what I'm saying? That's y'all shit. That's that. That's y'all beef with each other, and that's gonna stay strong as long as it is. But should nobody determine how they deal with you because of that? You know what I'm saying?
But
I mean,
but
I
but see,
just
the amazing part about it is they do.
oh, that's crazy.
That's the tripped out part about it. They do. And I'll be like, well, goddamn, really? I mean, give me a fucking break, really?
I'm gonna have to look this lady up. I never heard of her. You said
Hey,
her name.
you. Okay, I'm gonna show you who this bitch is. Let
Oh
me.
no, you ain't gotta show her, man. Don't you ain't gotta bring no light to her. You know what I'm saying? We catch her on the back end or something. See who this lady
Yeah.
is. I don't know who she is. Yeah, you ain't gotta bring no light to her.
You
Shit.
know.
Whoever
Hey,
she is.
I'll probably call. I'll probably call the bitch out of retirement and stuff. Oh, you're trying to show my picture, huh? Okay, well, let me come back here. Bring your ass back then,
Everybody
bitch.
is at a happy space right now where people are in their own lanes doing their own things. And hey, life goes on, you know, when it's all said and done. I mean, shit. A lot of them people. What's so crazy is a lot of them people that I was cool with back then. I'm still cool with now. You know what I'm saying? And shit, it's just that because it's beyond YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Like people, but got actual cool little friendships. You know what I'm saying? So this shit is if you telling me the Kaniga Jenkins case can divide a bunch of people, you know what I'm saying? Then shit, a bunch of good YouTubers too. Then everybody should. I mean, what's the next case? You know what I'm saying? Maybe people won't clash on that. Maybe people all come together on that. You know what I'm saying?
And see, the remarkable thing is, I don't have no problem with nobody. I really don't. And even with her, I just dislike what she did. You
You know
know,
what's so crazy? It ain't even that nobody had. You know what it is? what I had to learn was, and this is all like this is me being serious. What I learned was when I came to YouTube, it was just it was fun. You know what I'm saying? You with a bunch of people that's talking about the shit you talking about. You know what I'm saying? Um, Especially when it come down to a case, I felt personal with it because shit, I'm in the city, so shit. Of course, I'm looking at the fact like y'all speaking about something that's in my backyard. You know what I mean? So everything was cool. You learn though. You learn that everybody ain't actually for the case. You got people, you know what I'm saying, that sit back and they was trying to gain a revenue. See, I didn't know that you could make money on YouTube and all that stuff in the beginning. They did. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that I had to be monetized like that to do this and do that. I was just doing it for the fuck of it. Look, I was involved with the case, you know what I'm saying? I was trying to sit back and put my 2 cents in it. You know what I felt like, all along, I had people that was already ahead of me in the game and they weren't looking at that. You know what I'm saying? They weren't looking at the real narratives and the motherfucking this what it could be. They was looking past that because if I could get them a juicier story than this, you know what I'm saying, and talk about all this other shit, I'm gonna gain views and I'm gonna make money and all this shit. And that's what they was doing low key. And then when it didn't work a pan out their way, they'd be upset. You know what I'm saying? They ain't making the type of money they feel like they should be making. Imagine I get on YouTube here and there. You know what I'm saying? I might drop a video. I might say something, whatever the case may be. Maybe. I look up, video go viral. You know what I'm saying? That piss certain YouTubers off when they give it they all, and their videos ain't even surpassing shit. You know what I'm saying? You looking at videos they did 2 months ago. You know what I'm saying? And that motherfucker sitting at shit, 100 or something, 200 or something, maybe three. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, yeah. And see, that's
When
that.
your videos not jumping to the masses, and you feel like you put your all into this, especially when you're paying money for case files and all this stuff, you tend to be pissed off at people that just got the gift of the gab. You know what I'm saying? Know how to politic, or people interested in. You know what I'm saying? Shit. You got YouTubers that be mad as hell. Like what, basically it start with what is they doing that I'm not doing? How they not? I mean, I'm putting more into this than them, but they get more views. They get the better views. How? How? They get mad about that shit.
Yeah. Well, see, I've never,
They get
I
pissed off
never
about
was,
that shit.
I never was one that sat up here and tried to talk about the Kanika Jenkins case to try to earn money.
No,
I never, I never did that.
after you learn about YouTube and you realize you can make a revenue, then that's just what it is. That's what you're doing. But in the beginning of this shit, I can honestly say, me or you didn't come to YouTube with a um would have thrived to make money because we didn't even know shit about that. We was just doing content for the love of the case. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? When
Yep.
I came to YouTube, a lot of these YouTubers was already here that was doing the bickering and beefing and all that, and they was already trying to come up on the revenue. So they trying to knock anything out of the box that's coming their way. You know what I'm saying? That they feel like, if this person ain't spitting my story or the same shit that I'm spitting, I'm gonna get at them. Even if this person was possibly right, I'm gonna get at them because now they're affecting my revenue. They're affecting what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? That's the same thing with Trey. If I get over there and get to talking the shit that I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? That's affecting his narrative. It's affecting his cash apps. It's affecting, you know what I'm saying? If people take heed to what a motherfucker's saying, it's affecting him. So this shit been going on. You know what I'm saying? In the beginning. This how Rob and them start getting into it and shit. This how they start motherfucking beefing and all that because it was a money game. You know what I mean? And to this day, sometimes it still is with a few different YouTubers. With different YouTubers, it's still a money game. You know what I mean? It's about who can sit back and tell the juiciest story and get the most people over there watching, telling them some shit. You know what I'm saying? And mixing lies with truth. You know what I'm saying? And there you go. Boom. You know what I'm saying? They rocking right now. So, and shit, hell, if you don't send a cash app, that don't mean shit. Shit, hey, you build up the views, you build up the likes. You do. That's what I always say. Get the likes up. You know what I'm saying? How many people in here before I say something? Oh hell no! I didn't lights hit up. I ain't finna say nothing because all that contributes to you getting some money on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? The likes, the views, all that stuff, the shares, all that. Like I say though, to each his own. You know what I'm saying? But Shit, it's a money game, man. It's been that. So you got people that's gonna beef with you anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If
No,
you sit up, if you sitting over here, if this motherfucker been sitting over here for months, got a whole crowd of people popping in, you know what I'm saying, listening to her narrative, and you come out of nowhere talking about some shit, they can either look at it, or if they start seeing the same people that listen to them go over there and listen to you, then there you go. You know what I'm saying? That's how you got the people that be in the bushes in the chat. Now they can, let me see what he over here talking about. Oh, there go Randall. He done popped up over there and they shit. He be in my shit. You know what I'm saying? So then here you go with the bullshit. You got somebody that's trying to either make a video about you and discredit you. So think about how many times, think about a YouTuber that you know, that every time somebody came out with a video that they felt like was wrong, this YouTuber made a video about them. You feel me?
mhm.
Didn't hit them up and say, hey, I think you got it wrong. You know what I'm saying? Why don't you, why don't we collab together, or we try to sit back and come up with a few things, or I can explain to you this. No. They instantly make a video and won't draw the public out and make it like they getting down on you and you spreading lies. You know what I'm saying? Because they got to keep their narrative going to the masses. So shit, it's a money game, man. I'm past that though. Shit. I'll leave that up to them. You know what I'm saying? I ain't finna fight with nobody about no money on YouTube. Shit. When I go to work, make that money. You know what I'm
Oh yeah.
saying? Shit.
Yeah, and it's funny to me because see, like I said, we never came on to Facebook or YouTube to make money. Everything that we did was just out of passion. And we talked about this case for years on end. Okay, so now, I'm monetized. And now I'm making money, but I could have cashed in, but I haven't cashed in things because for the simple fact that I'm not going to be for YouTube's little pawn. In order for me to cash out and things, now I got to get the YouTube premium channel thing. And then I have to go ahead and have the people go ahead and put advertisement on my lives. So every so often, an advertisement comes up and then my live comes back on and things. But that was beforehand. See, beforehand I could have been in cashed up, but now they have this new thing to whereas you got to have the ads on your lives in order to cash out and things. So I said, well, screw that. I don't give a fuck about the money. I'm still going to come on and do what I do because this is what I enjoy. You know, you had a lot of people that come on. They left the channel. They went on. They made their own channels and stuff. They did a lot of shit, but they did good for a second. But then they fall off by the wayside because they see making a live it's a lot. Trying to keep the people's attention is a lot. And if you can make a live and you can have a live and you go on 6, 7, 8 hours and stuff without even having to repeat the same shit over again, and then you still got a lot of people watching in there. Oh man, you're doing some stuff. You're really doing some stuff. I do it because I enjoy it. I have the gift of gab, and I like to find challenging cases and stuff to where I can really just um, kind of tear apart, throw out some different theories and stuff, and then talk about it and whatnot. It's not to say, oh yeah, I know everything about the goddamn case. No, it's just having a conversation, and that's what the people failed to realize. Everybody just come in so goddamn serious with stuff. Stop being so serious. Stop wearing your feelings on your shoulders and stuff. Come in and just collaborate and have a conversation. That's all. That's all I want to do. And so even if it's just a handful of us, well then hell, that's cool. Let me keep my handful of people. I don't need thousands of people who's gonna be all in their feelings and stuff. And I got to appease this crowd over here, and then I got to appease this crowd over here, and then I got to appease this crowd over here. Now, whenever I get to the point to when I have to start changing my Operation Mondi for you, well, then you got to go. I'm not changing my life and switching up just to try to appease anybody. No, I'm not doing that. I do what I do because I enjoy it. And that's why I go live. And so if it's making parodies up on people, if it's talking about a case or whatever and stuff, well, I mean, hell, it ain't bothering nobody. And I'm just doing what I do. So just, understand that. And if you want to be a part of the conversation, fine. If not, then hell, shit. You got thousands of people who go live every day. Turn on their shit. Go to Thunder Booty over there and watch his shit and let him tell you that Franz Cave written a letter to him and stuff, and let him explain to you how all of that shit happened. But you know, but it's funny to me. But I go live because I enjoy it. That's why I do what I do. And I whenever I'm on live, I shoot my shot. It ain't putting nobody down or anything. It's just saying what I say, and it's just doing what I do. Everybody has their own unique thing that they do to bolster their claim or to make their lives interesting and whatnot. If the people can understand that, well, then I don't know what to tell them. I mean, shit. We used to on Facebook, man. We used to be on there for hours, 12, 10, 10, 12 hours, and the people still didn't want to get off. Y'all go back in and watch the beginning of the lives. Go on my YouTube, on my Facebook channel, and watch some of the lives that we did back in the day and stuff. We were on every goddamn night talking about the Kanika Jenkins case and be on there 10, 12 hours at a time every single night. Didn't skip a beat talking about the case and stuff. And that's just how interesting it was. And we had everybody on the channel. Everybody had something to say. And that's what I want to that's what I want to get my lives back to. I'm tired of beefing with people and having this and that and the other, and just constantly talking about people and stuff. What are we talking about the people for? Really doesn't make no difference. Now, in this case, yeah, I'm gonna say something. I get on his ass for a couple of days and stuff, and then I'm on something else and things. But I got to empty myself. But my beef is not your beef, so you don't have to get in and comment, say anything, or do anything, because it ain't reflective upon any of you. If Edward Joseph is mentioning your name, putting your name in his conversation, and I'm posting your face and plastering your address, telephone number, or something like that, but then goddamn it, come on and speak to it. But if I'm not speaking to any of you, none of you people ain't got shit to say about me and what I do on my live, what I say or anything, because it doesn't pertain to you. But some of you suckers, boy, y'all like to get into shit and all the time interjecting yourselves into something that ain't got shit to do with you. Now, when the beef is up on you, now you want to act all funny style and get all this and that and the other. Well, you're going to get your ass kicked out of here for all eternity and never come back. You see several people thought that they was big and bad and bold in the community and shit, and where they at now? They ain't saying shit because they got tired of being harped upon and shit. So that's what it is, people. I mean, you guys got to just understand this shit is internet. That's all that it is. It ain't nothing but internet, and it's not really a beef. It's just enjoying yourselves talking about whatever and doing whatever. But if your ass is going to take it so serious to where you're losing sleep behind this shit, well then, hell, I can't help that. Let me talk about you forever and a day and let me irritate the fuck out of you. And then maybe you'll just fly by the wayside and change your name or do something else and stuff like many of these other content creators that did. And don't bring your ass back. Because if you leave here from my channel and you want to go somewhere else, good. Don't take your ass back. I don't care. I'm going to still be here. I'm gonna still say what I say. I'm still gonna do what I do,
Hey,
and I'm always gonna shoot my shot.
hey, Edward.
Uh-huh.
Tregay said that I own air conditioning company, and I was there at the hotel fixing the air conditioner. That's why I was there.
Well, shit, come fix mine. God damn it,
I said,
you know.
I said, damn, I got an air conditioning company and shit. I wish heating and duct. I wish shit. Shit.
Hey, y'all, I'm gonna play a little bit of Tregay shit and stuff, so you guys can see what happened today. If you guys didn't watch the live, and I'm not going to do it now, but I'm gonna go through and I'm going to play that live and literally just show you the chat. I'm just going to have the chat just scroll and you can see
Hey,
the
this
commentary
boy,
that we did.
this boy said that's me, damn it.
Well, hey, were you there?
Hey, look, this man's so dark.
God damn. You know?
This man's so dark. God damn. Trey Gang, I'm starting to think you're a little racist, man. How you gonna pick any black man? You could have picked another looking black man out the footage.
Man, look at
You gonna
here.
pick that man? You bogus as hell. I got one for you. I'm gonna pick somebody that you.
Hey, okay, so you see his picture up here. Help me to make that make sense. Why the fuck is he's going to go live with a Ninja Turtle picture up on his face like that? That's bogus as hell. I mean, god damn. Ain't nobody in the house with you.
Be trying so many little background screens and be trying a little different, little techniques. So I remember he went live like that, right? And
Uh,
he had a green screen in the back, but he kept popping in and out like that. I say, if this fool don't think nobody can see what he looked like through this damn mask, because his eyes so big, and that was him all day. I said, this nigga he looked like a Ninja Turtle. He's sitting in his daddy house. That's where he live at. He live with his pops. He's sitting in
yeah.
his daddy house. It's him, his daddy, and a dog. For real, it's him, his daddy, and a dog. Because his daddy asked him one time while he was on live. His daddy screamed in the background, "Take them dogs outside!" And he took them dogs out. He had to get up and take the dogs out.
Hey, did he say, hey, live? I'll be back in a moment. Can y'all just hold on? I have to take the dogs out.
Then one time he got into it with the neighbors about the dogs being loose, or about the dog being loose, or something like that. And they called the police on him. And he was in front of the house, and the police car was right there. They was talking to the neighbors and shit. I remember that one too. So it's like he got to understand we got history. You know what I'm saying? I've been paying attention to him a little bit. He damn near paid attention to me. I wasn't paying attention to him for bogus reasons. I wasn't on no bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I was just strictly, I used to look at Trey Gang here and there. You know what I'm saying? Thinking I had, thinking he was talking about something. Just as well as everybody else when I was fresh coming to YouTube. Before I
Right,
became to YouTube, I was looking at just different people, multiple people. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Even the guy that used to talk about the Kanika Jenkins case that said he was a doctor. You know what I'm saying? Take it back to him. I used to look at him. You know what I mean? Shit. So when you turn around and just listening to these people, and then you listening to a lot of people that's damn near right, and then you get to listening and seeing that this man been talking bullshit all this time. It never seems to amaze me. He definitely do. But that boy got me on the screen for real though. I like that. I like that. I'm glad I got a good picture up there. Shit. I had just got a
Damn.
line in that day, and I got some nice little black shades on. I got a mirror. Look, I got a Mary sweater on. You feel me? I'm looking like $1,000,000. Thank you, Trey, little Trey.
Damn. Hey, who was the lady that you was with? Shit.
I don't know. He said I was with a lady too. He said I came in there. I'm with the lady. I got the air duct. I work for the air conditioning people. That's why I'm there at the hotel. He said he got his own business. I say, damn.
Damn, that was deep, boy. I
And
was
for the record, y'all, I cook. You feel me? Like I work, you know what I'm saying, in the medical field, but I cook, you know what I'm saying? That's my business. So if you ever see me up my food or anything, just know because, I'm a chef.
yeah, yeah.
And you just seen a lot of my food, Edward, so you know.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's why I say, see these people, they be thinking that they know who you are and stuff, and then they want to tell all of these people this, that, and the other. But I mean, that's cool. Talk about me. Hey, it is all good in the neighborhood. Down.
So okay. I don't know if you say you showing some of the live. That's cool, but we ain't got to fill them up with all this shit with Buddy, man. I'll tell you this. Um, that case you was talking about with them boys last night, them twins.
Uh,
Hey man, that's some good. Hey, that's gonna be some good shit, man. Because the mystery about it is this: where's the gun that they killed themselves with, and where did they get where are the wounds? You know what I'm saying? Where are the wounds? You know what I'm saying? Like it's like, come on, man. This supposed to be some KKK shit. I don't know what these boys inexperienced, you know what I'm saying? But whatever happened, they were definitely finessed to that damn mountain. The mountain is, when you look at it, the mountain is a spot where people, you know what I'm saying, go take pictures, and it's like all type of little shit. You can sign your name on the bench, and just people, you got people that be into that, you know what I'm saying, that go hiking. And I never knew black people for hiking, you know what I'm saying? But you got people that sit back and they go, hike, and young crowds do that though. Like, hippies. I thought hippies do shit like that though. You got
mhm,
people that sit back and go smoke a bong and sit back. These boys didn't seem like that. They was actually on their way to a tournament or something. They said they was going to do. I was reading. I don't know what they did, but they was going to a tournament. And it's like, how do y'all get redirected? They supposed to be going to Boston, right?
mhm.
And then how y'all get redirected to this motherfucking mountain? Like, that's strange as fuck. I was talking about like all the way to y'all didn't even get on the plane.
But
So
see, last night I was listening to this young lady and in the news reporting and stuff, and they said that the kids was at least 200 and I mean two and a half hours away from their destination,
see what I'm saying? That don't
and
even
then
make
they came
sense.
there. Well, if that was the case, well then they had to be at the airport because the airport from the airport to Bell Mountain was 2 hours and 30 minutes. I mean 2 hours and 27 minutes. They
This
said
is
that the people
strictly,
was
this is
away.
strictly, this to me, it make me feel like I hope they ain't got no organs and nothing missing. And the only reason I say that because to catch these boys in this manner, like, did they get somebody a ride? You know what I'm saying? Was they giving somebody, did somebody cop a ride with them and, set them up? Because something happened, you know what I'm saying? As far as, like, was this some type of initiation type shit, you know what I'm saying? To do these boys like this? Or was they being robbed? Did they have a certain amount of money on them because they was going out of town and shit? Did the motherfucker feel like, hey, this is time to rob them or something? Because the only way you could get these two boys in the manner that they got them, somebody had to been sitting in the back seat of their car, or somebody had to meet up with them at a gas station or at the motherfucking airport and redirect them. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
but get a load to the family. The family had been so cavalier in their attitude and stuff. It's kind of almost it does something to me because I'm kind of, and I'm not trying to implicate the family, but I'm one that just reads body language. And when the family comes and say, "Oh well, no, these kids ain't never did nothing like that or whatever," and things, I'm kind of like, "Well, goddamn, you guys are just
Well,
so."
this the thing. This the thing. Um, when they talked about it, when they talked about it, I seen when they had talked to all of them. That which everybody, probably a lot of people saying, of course, it was on the news. Um, at first I was like, they was talking like they wasn't dead. They was just missing.
Mhm.
Still have some hope. That's why you ain't see no sadness like that. But then when they said the Bear Mountains, they was like, they ain't even got no reason to be out there. So they all knew that they was out there. So they all knew that they was dead. You know what I'm saying? Remind you, this happened a while.
Your phone went out
They
again.
didn't they didn't show the emotions that I thought they was gonna show. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really trip with it because everybody grieved different. Shit, I just watched with the Lil Ronnie case, and his daughter got killed. You know what I'm saying? The mama, shit, she didn't show no emotions all the way at the shit. They showed the funeral on TV. She ain't show no emotions. Shit, I ain't see her jump. This her daughter got shot. God damn it, her 4 year old daughter got killed right with her daddy. You know what I'm saying, a couple weeks ago, and this woman ain't show no emotion at all. You
Yeah,
know.
but set aside from the emotions and things, listen to what they said. They said that they're not ones to even like to drive. So if you're going from Louisville to the Bell Mountain and things, from Louisville to Bell Mountain ain't nothing but about 41 miles. So that ain't even that's just about an hour drive, or a little less than an hour drive. Well, the narrative of what they said and what the news people said is that they were at least 2.5 hours away. So my thing is, where did they get that information from? And then wherever they got that information from, the only place that they could have been was at the airport if they were 2.5 hours away. And then they said they were 90 miles away. Well, from Louisville to Bell Mountain ain't no 90 miles. It's 41 miles. So where did the 90 miles come in? So they are literally lying. Literally lying. And the only thing that the people had shared about them was is that they got shot.
And it don't even make sense.
Where did they get shot at? Did one of them get shot in the head, and then the other one shot the other one in the head? I mean,
Hold on, but
shot
my thing
himself in
is
the head, or
this: now
what?
you now motherfucker got to look into why they locked up old boy. Because my thing is this. Okay, so he worked for the fire department. The fire department, he's a volunteer. The fire department showed up. You feel me? This volunteer took pictures of these black boys. I'm pretty sure he took pictures because they wanted to confirm and laugh, sit back with the rest of the KKK guys and show the pictures of what they, you know what I'm saying? This is like trophies. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
This shit is like trophy shit. You know what I mean? Remind you, they're in a racist area, literally. Ain't no ifs, ands, and buts. If your ass get caught, you get caught. And I don't know. I don't know. You got two twin boys. I don't know if somebody just wanted to have the satisfaction of killing two guys that look alike or wanted one of them to see the other one die. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got some weird, crazy, sadistic people out here. You know what I'm saying?
But make it make sense. Where they never mentioned anything about how they got shot. All
Understand
they
me.
said was they got shot.
Listen to me, man. When you sit up here and look at the fact, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, this is not because I'm far from racist. You know what I'm saying? But we live in a racist world still to this day. You know, still to this day. Um, Not only us black folk, but our kids, our prey, literally. When it comes to them wanting to travel the world and see things and go places and get out here. That'd be our biggest fear, you know what I'm saying, once they get older, to release them and pray that they come back home safe. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's our biggest fear, man. You know, we sit up here and we raise them to the best of our ability. You know, we sit back and we groom them to the best of our ability and teach them about the awareness and hope they pay attention. But it's like they never see it coming sometimes, man. You know, because it happens on a level where you wouldn't think it'd happen like that. That's how I look at the Kanika Jenkins case. You know what I'm saying? Who the fuck would think a hotel would do this? You would have thought it would have been a bunch of motherfucking niggas that sat back here and they said and did some wild shit, which the police that Crown Plaza tried to depict that in their videos, everything. You know what I'm saying? They tried to depict that. Y'all change a time frame. Y'all change a time stamp. Check this out. Y'all change the timestamp to make it match up to right after Kanika walked down the hall. Here come her friends right behind her looking for her. Like, oh, they was just behind her. Come on, man. Save the bullshit. And you got people that don't look at it like that, and you got people that do. But I'm gonna tell you for sure, timestamps don't motherfucking lie. And jumping timestamps and missing footage, missing, it's 222. It jumped to 227. Shit like that count. You feel me?
All right.
The girl step off the elevator at 224. You feel me? You turn around and you see a motherfucker at 225. He pop out the frame. Bet you turn around and you see France run down there. As soon as he run down there, the time jump. You know what I'm saying? 220, 232. Time jump to 232. By the time Kanika make it to the make it to the ramp, now it's 325. Y'all stop fucking playing. Stop fucking playing. And I say that because with her case, the same thing. Jelani Day case, the same thing. Hell, his mama sat back and marched with Jesse Jackson and everybody. You feel me? Did everything. And you know what's so crazy? Don't nobody even talk about him. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody, I mean, I am, you know what I'm saying? I am because, I'm closer to the situation. But at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, don't nobody politic about him and why. The cases that we sit back and we see literally be covered up, it be bullshit. And you know that it's a higher power covering it up for him. The hotel, the police helped cover that up. You know what I'm saying? Jelani, the police covered that up. Kendrick Johnson, police covered that up. Them boys' daddy was a police officer or a fed, covered that up. This shit go back to Emmett Till. Shit. This shit go back to Emmett Till days. If they want to cover it up, they gonna cover it up. If they did some wrong, they gonna cover it up. And it's always a situation with our folk at the wrong place at the wrong time. You know, that's how the
It's
shit go down. That's how the shit
it's
go. That's how the shit go down, bro.
yeah,
Look at
and
all this
see
other
that's
shit.
why. Hmm?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
That's why I continue to keep searching for cases and stuff and keeping it out in the airways to bring awareness to it and things. Because if we don't do that, then yeah, it's going to be swept under the rug and nobody's going to say anything and stuff. Yeah, I would
Um,
love to talk about the Jelani
so
Day
so
and
that's why I felt like with Teresa, you know, I went back and forth with this woman on social media, talking to her, texting her. We talk. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, she's my elder, so of course I'm respectful. Out of nowhere, I felt like I should contact her and just ask her, like, hey, I want to talk about your daughter case, blah blah blah. Woo woo. And I did that, and we went back and forth a little bit. I showed her things that I was finding, and look, I'm a rookie at this shit. I'm taking screenshots and all type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Until I started touching case files. But shit, I'm trying to show her like, man, why this camera right here above the on Shondell Lane? It's a stack of chairs. It's a camera right there. As soon as she come through the double doors, you know what I'm saying? When she walked back down through the lower level and came back through through them double doors, a camera's supposed to be right there. Boom, it's right there. The light on and everything that they said it didn't work. Everything that would have shown her didn't work. You know what I'm saying? So all the time, me going back and forth with her, I'm sitting back and I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? This woman, shit, she lost her daughter. But then as time went on, I sit back and I peep. I'm like, shit. Um, it's hey, look, it gotta be something else. You know what I'm saying? It gotta be something else. And which I felt like it was. That's why I sit back and I say, she she don't of course I would close this case. I would keep the case file sealed because why would I want everybody to know what possibly happened? You know what I'm saying? What was the real deal? What my daughter was involved in? What her actions really was that night? You know what I'm saying? I don't want them to know that. You know, so I'm just gonna leave it on a good note. And shit, that's cool for what it is. But shit, you know what I'm saying. With that being said, you couldn't tell us nothing. Shit, and you chose not to, and that's cool, respectfully. And shit, the hotel didn't have to say shit. Everybody walked away shaking hands. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, you know? But
Yeah, and that's why I continue to keep bringing awareness to it and stuff, because not everybody is satisfied. Not everybody has
no,
liked exactly what went on, and not everybody is satisfied with what went on and things.
no, a lot of people ain't satisfied. You got people that want to know. You know what I'm saying? You still this why we come on, man. It's social media. This man, ain't nobody gonna be satisfied till they get the real deal. And hey, real reality is this: the real deal we're not gonna get because they actually deleted them. You know what I'm saying? Deleted that. But what they had to leave there is what they had to leave there to make certain narratives match up. But the thing was, y'all didn't take them out of the video. Y'all tried to make it look normal. But come on, man. It goes all the way into piecing up her direct actions. You know what I'm saying? And what everybody was doing around a certain time. You know, like you're not like I say, you give me her timestamps, and her timestamps is 3. So if I see her get off the elevator at 2:24, and y'all jump the time to 3:25, let me see what everybody was doing around 2 o'clock, going up to 3 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? And if you sit back and you break the footage down and take each clip and cut them up to what they was doing and piece them, there you go. You're gonna see
Well,
exactly
I
what the
see
fuck was
my
happening.
friend Custom Design is in the house and stuff. He said, I see people still bored as F and things. Customs, the link is in the chat, my friend. You welcome to come up and join the chat and politic with us and stuff. I mean, like I say, we don't have no beef with you or anything. You welcome to join and talk with us and say what you need to say and stuff. You don't have to come in and be all salacious with all of this stuff. I mean, this is just the open forum to where we're just expressing ourselves and stuff. So you want to
um,
come on up.
what was that custom?
Yeah, and that's custom. So I mean, and I'm sure he has a lot to say because he's been one that literally has been he has literally been one that has been talking about this case and had so much to say about it and things and stuff.
I don't custom no shit. He was waiting on me to say that too. You was waiting on me to say something custom. Well, I'll tell you this. At the end of the day, I'm not gonna last time we had our words, man, and I felt bad because I work in the medical field and I take care of people like you. You know what I'm saying? And I almost caused you to hurt yourself. You know what I'm saying? So when it's all said and done, my brother, respectfully, you can say what you want to say. Trust me, don't nobody listen to you. I mean, I just hate to tell you, don't nobody you play that music and that's what you good at, my brother. You're a DJ. Other than that, you a radio man, you're a DJ. I don't have no smoke with you at all. Hey, like I say, I don't know what type of meds you on. I don't know if you be getting them on time. You know, I don't know if you got a caretaker. You know what I'm saying? But hey, to each his own. Shit, say what you want to say, my brother.
Come on to the live and have a conversation with us, my friend. I mean, it's open. I'm not going to block you or anything. Just come on up and have a conversation with us. You came into the chat for a reason and stuff. So come on and confront the brother and tell him whatever you need to say and things. Whatever you guys need
That's the
to.
thing. He can't talk to me because he don't know how. You feel me? See, that's the thing. Custom, I'm not gonna hoop and holler with you. And see, you're not the type to like to do that either. You really like to have a conversation. You feel me? But see, the type of conversation we gonna have ain't gonna be right because ain't nothing you saying right. You feel me? Ain't nothing you saying right. You know? I mean, shit, it ain't even worth listening to. So what can I say? I mean, come on, bro. Your whole homie told me the whole breakdown with you. I felt bad. We felt bad. When she told me the story, I felt bad. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what can I do with that, man? I ain't finna do you like that. I did you bad last time we was on YouTube together. I talked about you so bad, man. You got off YouTube for a long time. You changed the channel. As soon as I got off, you felt like I was out of the clear. You came on out, started making love, hey, playing Heavy D and Rob Bass and all these nice songs. Had me bobbing. Boy, look, I was at work. I had time. I'm like, let me see what old Custom doing. I look at him. He got the Tregay on.
Your phone again. Customs, nobody is going to beg you to come to the channel now. If you want to be a big man with some big draws and stuff like you say, you got broad shoulders and all like this, well then come on up to the panel like a real man and talk like a real man. Don't be like don't be like um 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 what's his name? Trey Gay. Don't be like Trey Gay and talk around the situation and stuff. You say that you're a real man with broad shoulders and things like that. So right now, finally, thank you, Jesus. Let the real men be able to sit down and have a conversation for a change. Instead of people sitting back and sitting in the chat and acting like little girly girls and things. Come to the channel and speak your piece. Speak your piece to the brother. He's right here. You got every opportunity to come right here and to showcase your talents. Is he gonna do it, Brazy? We can't hear what you're saying. Your phone is so come up to the channel, customs. Are you still going to be deemed like what the community has deemed you to be and things? I mean, you got an opportunity to come speak in things. Well, are you scared to come and be confronted with two men? You had said that you wanted to get on the channel with men and not women. So now you got the men here. We all here. We everybody is all good and stuff. Nobody is throwing no shades and things like that. So come on to the channel and show the people. Come to the channel and show the people who you are. I see somebody clicked on, but okay, there it is. All right.
Yeah, can you hear me?
So what do you what do you think, Brazy? Is he gonna come up or what?
Well, this is my thing with Custom, right? And I hate to say it, right? It's crazy, and I'm not even trying to be funny because I didn't talked about this man so bad, man. I told you this man almost. I felt like he almost was gonna hurt himself. Like I said, man, his partner. We laughed about it, then we got serious about it, and she explained to me that he got real like mental issues. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes throughout the DJing and the music you be doing, you start to say a couple of things, and you be so passionate, and it draw me in. I be like, man, this man is passionate, man. He's just in the wrong direction. So if you would like to come up. I mean, I don't know what you want to talk about. I mean, I don't know if we're going to agree on anything, but this might turn out to be some good, man. You might turn around and be a real homie, man. You know what I'm saying? And I know how to build relationships, you know what I'm saying, with people like you. Like I said, I take care of people. So, I might know how to build a relationship with you, man, and able to, ain't no tell be an advisor for you or somebody able to speak to you. Somebody you can talk to when you going through them, situations. You know what I'm saying? Because hey, look, I don't want you to crash out. And I believe you passionate. You just don't know better. You ain't in the right direction right now. But come
I
up.
mean, I like customs and things.
I
I
like,
just
I actually do too, because Custom ain't no punk, man. You know what I'm saying? Custom, want me to tell you why I like him. Custom to cuss everybody out. You feel me? He done
right.
went in. He done went in on her. He done went in on dude over there. He done went. Look, and I done seen him by himself. He done been up on the Lady I Don't Know channel. You know what I'm saying?
Well, come
He
on.
done been up on. Look, hey, Custom gonna go. He gonna go for the gusto. I like that. You know what I'm saying? He seemed like a good. You know what I'm saying? Hey, he seemed like. Hey man, Custom, come up, man. What's going
See,
on? Let me
see,
talk to you.
we got an opportunity right now to squash all of this beef and everybody can come together, we don't even have to talk about the Kanika Jenkins case. We
Hell
can
no,
talk about
we might be so raw at this shit. We might talk about another case and kill it. It ain't even got to be about this. But you know what I'm saying? If you want to have a conversation, pimp, come up, man. I ain't even trying to be funny or nothing, man. I'm chilling right now. I'm smoking a little bit. I'm chilling, man. You come up, man. We can talk some shit, man. You know what I'm saying? We can do it on my channel. I even come over on your channel. You know what I'm saying? See if a few people come over there. You know, shit. That's what you want to do, bro. And that's
yeah.
just me being respectful to my elder. You know what I'm saying? What's up? What you want to do?
Now see, and you can't get no better than that and stuff. See, and even Tregay, you can come on up to the channel because I know you sitting back watching and stuff
Nah, he ain't
and,
want to do that.
and things like that and all. See, this is what I'm saying, my
See,
friend.
Trey, I'm worried about him. I'm kind of weird. That's kind of I don't know about getting because that man be talking about some real shicey stuff, man. When it come to messing with these little boys and men and stuff, and that kind of scared me. You know what
Well,
I'm saying?
he is who he is.
But
He's only.
man, you ain't got to be a booty warrior like that.
I mean, God,
Like,
hey,
damn, he worse than what's the man name? What's the damn man name that came home from jail?
yeah,
And he talking about
yeah, exactly. You know who I'm talking about. That's
that's
who I'm
that
talking about.
shit. He worse than him.
Yeah,
Remember, dude said in that little interview on CNN of whatever that shit was on. He say, "Man, sometimes booty. Hey, that shit worth more than water in here, more than food. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying? That's Trey game, man. Damn."
yeah.
Like at
But
first,
but
at
but
first,
see,
at first, you get your laugh on a little bit, like yeah, booty. Then he get to getting all into it. Yeah, get the lotion and crease up this and dive on in, splash, pow, and it just man, it's terrible, man. It get real graphic when it come to him. So that's what I don't know if he come up, but I ain't never heard Custom get down like that. So Custom is whatever, bro. And that's me. That's me not being on no bullshit, cause I didn't mean you to talk some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And you cuss me out, nigga. I'm gonna cuss you out. You already know what the fuck going on. But I ain't even for that right now. I really, I'm on some high shit. I'm being sincere. We could politic and talk our shit, man. What's up?
I mean, but see, the thing is, a real man will show himself. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can sit here and you can talk amongst ladies and things, but now you're amongst some warriors here, and you're amongst some real men who can stand on their own, and stuff. And you ain't you ain't with
Hold
no
on.
bull.
We got. I ain't no warrior. I take that warrior shit. That warrior shit is stuck with that man over there. He's a warrior. He a true one. I'm just a young black man that's a citizen trying to make it in America. And goddamn it, shit. That's
Hey,
it.
okay. However you want to classify yourself as being, shit.
That
We we
warrior
we
shit
we,
hold a
we
lot of
back.
weight over there at the other man's channel. Shit.
So custom designs. What you gonna do, my friend? Are you going to be are you going to be one that's going to come on and come to the channel and talk to these brothers here, or are you just going to sit back and kind of like throw some shades and stuff? The ladies want to see a real man step up. Now you can sit on a live and talk with customs. You can sit on a live and talk to Uncle Fed. You know,
Uncle Fed a player too. I like him.
yeah, yeah,
Hey, he a player. I heard he home from jail.
yeah,
Hey, that's a player right there.
yeah. I haven't been on Uncle Fed. He don't like me, but that's okay. I
I
see.
look, I ain't got nothing against him. I ain't never met him. I ain't never talked to him. I seen a little bit of his content. You feel me? One thing I do, I will point out that I kind of paid attention to his content. He was, you know what I'm saying, showing. I like when people show stuff that people ain't seeing or they really can't get to. So that let me know he was doing his research. You know what I'm saying? You can sit back and pull up parties and random parties and shit. You know what I'm saying? And it was showing people. You know what I'm saying? Certain things that you don't see today you don't see today. So that let me know Uncle Fed, my bad, was in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? In the beginning, catching shit. You know what I'm saying? Little background shit. So yeah, I pay attention to that. I like that. That's why I see why Custom praise him. You know what I'm saying? Because you do, nigga. You know you praise him. But I see why you fuck with him because you know what I'm saying. Shit, if Uncle Phil would have went to jail, you know what I'm saying. He would have had a lot more shit. He would have been up there. You know what I'm saying. But yeah, he cool peoples. I ain't never met him, but he cool peoples. I like his lingo. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying.
Fed is cool with me. He just doesn't like some of the things that I said about a certain person and whatnot. But it's okay. It's okay. You know, you get over it and whatnot. You get over it. There's the link. There's the link. Customs. Come on to the channel and talk to some real men and stuff. Talk to some real men. Come on and I know you haven't had a chance to like really have some good wholesome conversation with some men. So instead of the ladies and things. So now come and talk with the men and let's hear what you have to say. Whatever it is that you may want to cover, whatever you got up on your mind and up on your heart, just come on and say what you need to say and things. Shoot your shot. Speak what you need to speak and things. You know? See, all too often, Brazy, what happens too often, my friend, is that the people all the time will beef up a lot of the stuff when they're on their channel. They beef up this, say all of this and that and the other, they scream and holler and curse up a storm, and they tell the people that they got broad shoulders and they got big hands and all like that and stuff.
Look, my thing is this, man. You feel me? This is just all bullshit aside. You know, motherfuckers go back and forth. You know, we say shit to each other. You know, we battle with this YouTube shit, and everybody be huffing and puffing. Yeah, come up, this and this. You know what I'm saying? Now I don't want to turn around later, and it's just real shit. I don't want to turn around later and be at work bored as hell and just so happen to go to your channel custom and you over there playing music, talking shit about this live and what shoulda, coulda, woulda, all that other huff and puff shit, grown man. Cause you older than me, so the tube's fucked up. I got to read you your rights right now, but I'm gonna just say this: um, you came into this shit. You came in here and had and voiced your opinion and said all the shit you said in the chat, and you got the opportunity to come up here to the chat and politic. Say the things that you said in the chat. Get up here and say it. You know what I'm saying? Politic. Let's get to the problem. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully. You know that's what men do. You know what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, I'll leave you to that. You know what I'm saying? You got every opportunity to get up here and be sarcastic if you want to. Shit, have a real conversation. Or, whatever. Like I say, you was in the chat, which people could see, saying the shit you was saying, trying to be funny. Politic, what's up?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Come up in politics. Other than that, like I say, now don't run to your channel and play no goddamn music that I like and then stop it in the middle while I'm jamming and start talking shit about this live when you could have came up here and said that shit out loud.
no, he won't do that,
No,
will
no,
he?
when you could have came up here, when you could have came up here and said the shit out loud. Nah, nah, you better not run over there and, to that damn channel and get talking crazy. 'Cause that ain't, we right here. You said it, you kicked it off. You jumped in here and said some shit. We was in here having our own little conversation about the shit we was talking about. Obviously, it bothered you. You got in here and said some shit. Same thing I did with Tregay. You feel me? Only thing with difference is Tregay ain't gonna let me come up. You feel me? I told the man drop the link 100 goddamn times. He don't want to let me come up because, hey, look, he gonna talk some shit and I'm gonna treat him like Lil Trey. You know what I'm saying? Or he can have a real conversation. Either or. Now with you did what I did. But the difference is I'm still here. Errol is still here. The live is still going. You could turn to it on you can turn to it on TV or look at it on your phone. We're here. Come up here and say something. Politic. What's up? Ain't nobody ducking nothing. Ain't nobody stopping you. You can't say nobody stopped you. Everything is wide open. What's up? Politic.
He said, "I'm about to help you on your whatever. This is really good. So don't puff off yourself in DA. Come on and say what you need to say, Customs. Come
See?
on, my friend.
And then look, I like him because he be talking in riddles and shit. You
Hmm.
feel me? Don't
Right.
talk in the riddle, man. I don't even look,
I never really understood nursery rhymes and stuff. So
man. You
I've,
trying to
I've
talk?
always liked for the person just to go ahead and sing the song. Don't give me no nursery rhymes. If you're gonna put me to sleep, Well, then shit, just go ahead and give me a bottle, warm bottle, and a nice blanket and a nice pillow. Shit.
That shit crazy work. Like you got the opportunity to come up here, man.
So okay, come on, customs.
Well, I jump down then. Shit, if you want to talk to Elder, shit, Edward step back and me and you can politic. What's up? This would be good. I really believe so. I think this would be good. We ain't
I
gotta look. This the thing, custom. Okay, this the rules of this conversation. We ain't bringing up no old shit. Us getting into it. What nobody said. He say. She say. You feel me? Strictly, what is the issue as far as you feel like you don't agree with me about the case? Because that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? See, me and you ain't never had that dialect. We ain't never sat back and chopped it up like that. So let's not talk about the beef. Let's not talk about none of the bullshit. Let's talk about what you feel like as far as the case. And if that's what it is about the case, then shit, let's politic about it. Now, I mean, other than that shit, I know you ain't trying to have a screaming match. I ain't on that shit.
Damn, this is gonna be juicy, man. Because if we can get Cousins up here and he go and unleash about what he feels about the case, maybe we all can learn something.
Hey, for real. Shit.
Yeah, Custom is a teacher, right?
Get the fuck out of here.
He is.
No, for real. He a teacher I ain't even knocking him. He a teacher for real.
Yeah, he's a teacher. I didn't know that.
Custom, you is not no goddamn teacher, nigga.
No, he really is. He's a teacher.
Custom, confirm that in the chat, nigga. Is you a teacher for real?
Yeah,
Straight up.
he's a teacher. See, now he wants to come with the modest look now and things, but it's okay, you know.
And see, Custom out there, Custom got that Baltimore sound to him. I don't know if he from Baltimore or from I don't know. He sound like he from Baltimore though. I want to ask him about that the wire, the show The Wire. I be man, listen to me. I be trying to hey, that show was the shit to me. So I be, you know what I'm saying, intrigued with motherfuckers who older, who was out there around that time back, even when they was shooting, you know what I'm saying, shooting scenes of that shit out there. Like, was that shit really zombied out like that? Was some niggas really out there like that looking crazy?
Well,
Let's see.
hey, it's
And maybe you might want to know some shit about Chicago. You might want to know, you know what I'm saying, some shit. You never know. You know what I'm saying? Shit, ain't no telling. Politics. It's all about politicking, man.
Jig, Fred the Jig. If you in the house, you welcome to come up. T Slate, you welcome to come up. Nosy Bug, you welcome to come up. You know,
I don't give a damn who come up. You feel me?
Fresh Source TV, you welcome to come up. All of you people welcome to come up. So customs, are you going to come up or what? Because all of this typing in the chat and
He
things.
said we don't dance, we sway.
Okay, well, sway,
No,
swing,
he says
bend.
sway. I don't know if that's probably a little slang they got out there where he from.
Yeah, swaze,
I say sways, sway or some shit. Yeah,
swaze. Right, swaze. That's what I just said. So, come up to the channel, my friend, and face your fears. What you're fearing? What you're fearing? You think that we're gonna sit up here and we're gonna switch it up and we're gonna double team you and stuff? You feel that you're outnumbered? Go ahead and call T Slay up and tell her to come on.
I ain't doing none of that shit. I ain't finna argue with none of y'all
No,
ass. I ain't
I,
doing none
I,
of that
I mean,
shit.
if you feel, I don't want him to feel inadequate or anything and stuff. I just don't get it. In any other time, he will get up. Hey, what's up? What's up, Edward Joseph? How you doing, my friend? All right, how you doing? All right, okay. And then he'll go and he'll go into his little spill about whatever he's going into his little spill about and things. I just don't understand.
Boy, y'all ass don't last 5 minutes on a live together. I didn't heard that shit. We quit the small talk. Y'all niggas don't last 5 minutes. He say one thing, you say one thing, you might get a little loud. He gonna tell you, hey, y'all back and forth with it. But nah, we ain't here to do that.
It's all about respect, my friend. That's all. It's all about respect. You know. See how we've been doing it. You know, we respect each other because we can say what we need to say, and then we yield for the next person to go ahead and get their name. You know, get whatever they doing and stuff. Okay, so custom, come on up and teach us something. Since you're the teacher, come on up and teach us something. Come on up and this is your golden opportunity to come and showcase your talents to the world.
But he say do some real research. So what I'm saying is, this is what I'm saying. Educate me then. Educate me what you're doing different. That's and you know what I'm saying. Talk to me. Politic, bro. You trying to be funny with it. Shit. I'm being real with you. I ain't even being funny. Shit. You're saying that I need to do some research or we need to do research shit. What's up? What's your findings? What's your research? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's your outlook on things? Talk to me. That's crazy work, man.
see, see, when you give people an opportunity to come in and
Shit
share
crazy.
what or proclaim that they know and stuff, well, then they always digress in things. It literally tells me a lot about them and what they proclaim that they know. You know, see that this is the problem within the community. We have a lot of proclaimers, but we don't have a lot of people that can stand 10 toes down with what they say or what they believe.
Well, it's bad because you know and what's crazy is I don't know, like right now, like me and Aaron, when we talk about the Kanika case, but it's a lot of shit we don't see eye to eye on. But we don't sit back and carry that shit on. You know
No,
what I'm saying?
no.
We'll talk about some shit if we disagree, we disagree. You know what I'm saying? We'll leave that shit at that shit. We talk about some other shit. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference of this shit. Motherfuckers take this shit too serious. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, like I say, even if you coming up here, you're saying that you know what I'm saying, you don't feel like, okay, I can accept that. You know what I'm saying? Explain it to me. Shit, I'm gonna explain shit to you. You know? And we could both walk away with okay, well shit. Whether we feel like we right or we feel like each other wrong, shit, it don't go beyond that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers live everyday real lives, man. Real shit happening out here. Let alone, you know what I'm saying? Now you want to beef with a motherfucker that you probably had never see. Too much time invested like that, man. I ain't got time for that shit. Cause I beef with a motherfucker and I pop up in your goddamn city. I ain't there looking for you. But if you bump into me, goddamn it, thinking you gonna get smart, goddamn it, cause that's there you go right there. I'm gonna put you on your back motherfucking pockets. You feel me? And I'm not saying you. I'm just saying that just go for anybody. You know what I'm saying? Shit, cause this ain't that. Ain't never been that. You know what I mean? But when it's all said and done, it shouldn't even have to go to that. But people take this shit to the point like you can ride around the corner and pull up at a motherfucking crib. You know what I'm saying? Stop it.
This is a wonderful Friday. This is a wonderful Friday, and things is just going so good and stuff. And I'm kind of like, man. And
Uh,
so I haven't seen Customs in a minute, and
uh,
especially under his name and stuff. So I'm like,
well, what it
damn.
is what it is they do watch Trey. You feel me? They be in the bushes. You know what I'm saying? They watch them. They come in different different names and shit, and then they paying attention to that. So of course, you know, out of a lot of people, Custom gonna double back and see what's going on over here because you live. Then you got me up there, so of course he feel like, oh, they talking about what happened. Then you had Trey Gang in your title, so of course people trying to, people that run across it gonna see what you saying. You know what I'm saying? They seen you in his chat also, so you know how that shit go. So
Oh yeah, yeah. But see, he has a grand opportunity to go ahead and bring some validity to the things that he's been saying. He can educate us in a manner to which he feels that he can and things. Custom is a teacher, so
I got
I
him.
I want to. I want to sit down and I want to gracefully, recline back in my seat and listen to what he has to say and stuff.
How many people? How many people were your? Let me see something. How many people were your in your live right now?
It's 125 people watching on Rumble. And see, this right here doesn't give a true number. I mean, the things that you are saying right now that's on a thing, it doesn't give a true number because it's only just the people that is in this but particular chat. But there's other people who's watching on my other channels.
Yeah,
So it's a hell of a lot of people watching. See, what you do is you look at the numbers once the live is over with, and then you can see how many people who have watched. That's why I don't never go by this because this never gives a true accurate picture as to who's all watching the live and things.
yeah, man.
But I want custom design to come on and educate the people and stuff. He's got a grand opportunity. He's all the time talking about, well, he wants to be with men and not mice. So you know,
Man. Custom ain't
come
gonna,
on and
custom ain't gonna come up, man. He do
is
that
he is
shit.
he is it Brazy? Is he scared of you?
It might be shit. He out his hand, man. I don't like that. Don't sucker punch and get knocked out.
Is,
Shit.
is he scared of you? I mean, did you slam him down the last time that y'all had a conversation?
You know what it is? Custom a battle. He'd rather battle when it come to me through a chat like this or under like in a chat. But voice to voice, he don't want to do that. He not gonna do that. Voice to voice, going back and forth. You know what I'm saying? The things that I'm gonna say to him is gonna make him look small because he don't have a big vocabulary at all. You know what I'm saying? And he get mad easily. So, you know what I'm saying? That's how he expresses himself. You know what I'm saying? He don't know how to sit back and just have a genuine. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes you got to know how to you got to have both sides of the game, man. You got to know how to be able to sit down and politic. You know what I'm saying? With
Well,
some,
well, you said that you work with people like him. So
yeah,
in your
yeah.
own words, give us a brief synopsis as to or brief diagnosis as to what understanding is about him would be because I'm still
I
trying to
could
figure it
tell.
out.
I could tell he had a hard life. You feel me? I could tell he had a hard life. He's not really good with expressing himself. You know what I'm saying? Without getting angry.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? I would have to. I had to go into a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Really politic with him, but he don't want to do politic with him, but he don't want to do that. But I could definitely summarize him up. Shit, boy, listen to me.
So how do you break that barrier with him and stuff? Because well, from my experience with him, you have to jolt him to the degree to where you almost have to piss him off in order for him to come and react. And then by that
Uh,
time, he's already wound up.
he like to express himself through music. He just don't say it. You know what I mean? If he feeling a certain way, if he feeling down, he'll play some shit that'll have him in that crying. You know what I'm saying? I think he drink a little bit too.
And
I
so
don't know.
it's the
I don't know if
altering
that's
his ego.
I don't know if that's the downfall of everything. I think he drink a little bit. I think when he, you know, yeah.
Well,
Are
but
you
what I
married?
but what I
But see,
noticed that
all
when he drinks, he's honest.
yeah, he honest. It's just shit. He is like shit. He gonna get angry. I guess what they say a drunk tongue speak a drunk man speak a sober tongue or some shit.
Probably so. Yeah, I think
That
so.
shit. Cause he didn't get drunk and cussed out everybody. Then turned around and apologized.
But was he telling the truth when he
But
was
he was
saying
telling the
everything?
damn truth when he was cussing motherfuckers out though. I'll tell you that. You was cussing. You was telling the
Yeah.
truth.
Damn. I want to see that live though, to where he cussed the people out and then he told the truth about them.
Shit. Remember he told he's like, you don't want to do it, baby girl. You don't want to do it. You know I know. I said, oh shit.
Well, I got a little something for that right there. Hold on for a second. Here it is right here.
To you, T Slate. You want to play with me, little girl? Now the gloves come off, ma'am. This is to you, T Slate. You want to play with me, little
We're gonna
girl?
help you out today,
Now
man.
the gloves come
We're gonna
off,
help you
ma'am.
out for free. That's how much we love you, bro.
I think that is to the degree of where we're going to hear his voice and things because I don't think Customs has the kahunas to get up here and talk with some real men. I really don't. I
Nah,
mean, he talks all of that goodness and things, but then when it comes down to really dealing with some men who got some backs and stuff, well then hey, you know, he's intimidated. I think that's what it is. He's intimidated.
it shouldn't
So
be like that
he's going to
though.
go back and play his music.
Black men shouldn't be intimidated of other black men, man. We kings, man. Fuck we intimidated for? Politics, man. Feel me? Shit, I got kids. You probably got kids. Anybody here to hurt each other, man? Shit.
But see, it's easy for him to talk to a lady and to be all fierce and stuff. But when you're on with two people who he has already got into it with and things, yeah, it's intimidating and things. Because remember, see what he said earlier. He said, both of you guys are up there. He said, you and your partner up there. And then he's like, oh shit, at the end. It's like, okay. So
I didn't even notice him. I wasn't even looking at the chat to even notice him. Like I say, he reached out first.
yeah, he did. But it's okay. The people will see, you know, whether or not that his kahunas has got stripped or what, you know, because the thing is, and that's why I say to a lot of people, they talk so much, and that's why I measure the validity of the things that they say because they can sit back, they can curse you out, they can say this and that and the other, but then when it really comes down to politicking and really getting down to the nitty gritty and having a good wholesome conversation, well then they clam up. Now I don't know how Uncle Fed is with him and stuff. I don't know if Uncle Fed is subservient or if Uncle Fed is dominant. You know, I mean, it,
Uncle Fed is the teacher, man. That's the teacher. Now it's up to him to lead. You know what I'm saying? Take the information and put it into the right direction. But shit, he the teacher.
so you're telling me
Uncle
that
Fed
that
just came home from the Uncle Fed just came home from the joint. He ain't got no nigga sitting up here, goddamn it, crying on the goddamn live, telling him what to do.
did him and Fed go live at any given point in time lately?
Not at all. It's just you got to pay attention to people. Fed ain't.
So Fed said nah, he needs to go to bed, right?
I mean, I don't even know. I don't even know if they even know each other. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on for a second.
Yeah, I don't even know if you even know that brother. You know, but mm,
Well, I mean, he has already shown that he probably doesn't have any kahunas and stuff and all of this stuff about yeah, well let me on to the channel and things like that. I mean, I think all of that is fluff and stuff. It's easy to get on and talk to T Slay and Nosy Bug and pump up his kahunas and try to put some air in those sacks and stuff, but
mm,
maybe he doesn't have it. He doesn't have it. He doesn't have the real muscle.
they don't be
I
listening to
think it's
that.
just gristle.
They don't be listening to that shit. They don't. They don't even go to his lives when he talking. See what he talking about.
Oh man, yeah. Well, I mean, hey. The thing is, he customs came, so that's a beautiful thing. Hello, Mariah Lavender. How are you, ma'am? It is a blessing to see you on today. Mariah Lavender says, "Hey, Mr. Edward and everyone." Mariah, we've been trying to sit here and trying to encourage customers to come to the channel, to come speak with us, men, and things to let him be able to air out whatever he needs to air out from his mind and stuff. But he's scared. So is there anything that you can say to him to kind of persuade him to come on up and talk to you and things? Or
Custom.
you told that
Hey, Custom, stop screaming from the window and come outside and play. Nah, stop screaming from the window and come outside and play.
oh
I
my
don't know if you
god.
got to get permission, but come outside and play with the big boys, man. Yeah, we out here playing football in the street. Come on.
He's playing flag ball.
I said, we out here playing football in the street. Come on. Come out here. You screaming from the window, man. Come out here and play with us.
What is he playing? Flag ball? Touch and go?
Uh, that boy, that boy sitting in the window. Look up out that window, boy. Right out. I ain't never liked the people that talk shit from the window, but then they wouldn't come outside to get with the business though. And another motherfucking thing. I swear to God. What? What? Motherfucker, everybody gonna touch me. You in the window though. Come outside. Shit.
Oh my god, boy, this is funny to me, man. This is absolutely funny to me, man. Especially when you have an opportunity to come in and say what you. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Wait 1 minute. Okay, so here, let me do this. All right, so I spent enough time with customs. The brother he ain't gonna come up, so I want to do this. I want to go to my new Facebook channel chat room or whatever you call it and stuff because
Hey,
somebody
Edward, pull up one song real quick. Just one song for custom. Pull
uh
up, go to YouTube real quick and just pull up. You ain't gotta play the whole song. Just play the beginning of the hook for him. This is his song.
you know what song? Because
Yes, I
I
do. Go to
okay,
you. Yeah. Pull it up. Go to your screen. This for you, custom. I dedicate this to you because you a DJ. You feel me? And
okay,
this is my song that I'm dedicating to you, custom. You feel me?
so let me go and share my screen. So is that going to help him out, smooth his mind a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay. So
And this
here,
this is a classic right here. Rest in peace. Look up, type in Mo3, Mo3 outside. Type it up.
MO3.
Outside.
Okay.
I need you to play that
Is
right
that it
there.
right there?
Yeah.
Okay, which one?
That song. Play it. First one.
This one right here?
Yep.
Okay.
Hey, custom. I want to dedicate this to you. You feel me? Because you a DJ, and I know you like your music, and I like good music too. This is my dedication to you, my brother. Do you got the song playing, Edward?
Okay, here we go.
Custom, this song gonna be on your mind all day, whether you don't like it or not, whether you hate me or not. This song is gonna linger in your mind all day, and you're gonna find some way to either play this song because this song is dedicated to you. My brother, you are scared to come outside. You are speaking from the window and you don't want to come outside. And I totally respect that. You have some that don't want to come outside, and that is you, my guy. So respectfully, that is dedicated to you. Now, where were we? Where, I can't even get it out. Where were we, Edward? Damn, I couldn't even get it out.
Well, I'll come outside.
Yeah, he don't want to come outside.
Well, he said that he was busy, but he said he ain't going nowhere. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna give him a minute or two and stuff to come on
And
come on
then
over.
listen. Mariah, Mariah, right?
Hmm.
She has a wrench. Are you still in the chat, Mariah?
Yeah, she's still here.
Okay, Mariah, what you need to do is anytime you see Nightbot pop up, ban them. Take that out of there. You feel me? Only keep custom design in there. Take these extra bots that he got, take them out of there because he trying to do some funny shit with the live. So anytime you see that, if you could block them, block the Nightbot thing. I only reason I ask you because you got a wrench. You feel me? Anybody got wrenches? When y'all see that Nightbot shit and all that different stuff, and it say at custom and all that, take that up out of there.
So somebody, what one of the people had started up a new group chat in the Kanika Jenkins chat, and so they're blowing up over there. So I want to share some of that of what they're doing. So let me share my screen so we can kind of see because they have
Hey,
watched Tregay's live today,
I'm
and
right. Hey, look, I'm right here. Give me 1 minute because I gotta take care of something real quick. So I'm in and out this motherfucker.
okay,
Um, but yeah, let me see that. I want to see what you finna show too. It's on my TV, so I'm watching it everything.
okay, let me go
I'll be
to
back, y'all. Right back.
go to my magnification right here, and this is what the people were saying in
Let
in
me
the
see real
group
quick.
chat.
See, like you got me. I'm trying to get up. You got me looking at this. Let me see.
So y'all, if y'all want to go and talk in the chat, y'all can come on in. This is the general chat. So this young
What's the
lady
thing
had
saying?
started up. It says, "I said hello, team." Keisha said, "Hello, everyone." I said, "K Sweet," and so she said, "Hi, Mr. E." And so then Tara said, "Hi." Josh says, "Hey, everyone. Anyone here watch Trey Game Productions?" Aaron said, "I do." Hazel said, "Hi, everyone." I said, "Hello, Hazel." So my question is for everyone: what are your thoughts about the Kanika Jenkins case? And then Coretta said, "Nobody died." Wendy said, "I will never forget this as long as I may live. Uh, may she rest in heavenly peace." And then Coretta had said, "Bro, nobody died. I researched this rabbit hole for a year. When it happened, nobody died." And then I said, "How could no one die and we see a body in the freezer and on the gurney? Please don't play with my intelligence." And then the person said, "I do. Do you chat during Trey's live videos? If so, what your screen name?" My name is Yeti Man Channel. And so then the person said, "So my question is for everyone, what are your thoughts about the Kanika Jenkins case?" And then it says, "It goes so deep. I honestly don't really know anymore. It has a lot of wild twists and turns and so many different possible theories, and it's hard to discern which ones are real and not real. What was, I mean, what it all was it all a big production movie? Did anyone actually die? Was that actually Kanika on the camera footage? I personally don't think so at all, but I can't say for sure who actually it is, what actually happened to her. I could go on, but it's a doozy of a case, and I believe Kanika's mom's Kanika's mom, her sister Lenora, Monifa, Irene, Bree, etc., and others, at the very least, know the truth of the know the at the least know the truth of the ones to actually set uh to actually set Kanika up and have killed her for her organs. Her mama her mama more worried about the millions of dollars she won from the lawsuit from suing the hotel. She's sick. What kind of a mother does that? If that's even her actual biological mother, I'm a biological child. And then he said, MS is so slow AF, though nobody died. And then they said they're blocking me from actually explaining why this was fake. I just put MS is so slow to see if I could post. You can't call people slow for that. Some people may know as much as you are newer to the case, but yeah, if people are blocking, that's you. If people are blocking you, that's different. Right, you're on the right track. You can see something is clearly off. Oh, for sure. I learned a lot from Tregay Productions. You go on his live chats. No, when this first came out, I was subscribed to them and I listened and researched intently for a whole year until it started coming out that nobody died. But I will check him out to see his take up on this rabbit hole. He's on YouTube. Yeah, he's on YouTube now. I'm doing a live as I type, look up Trey Game Productions, YouTube, and you will find him. And then he just showed the one that we had did today. Here's the link. I'm on there. There's this channel. And then let me go ahead and reply. Let me go ahead and reply to the thing here, people. So let me go back here. And I'm going to say, everyone is entitled to speak what they feel happened to Kanika. I am not blocking no one. All of your responses are showing up in the chat. Say what you need to say and keep it going. It is very interesting as to what is being spoken. More, okay, I guess that's it. That's all I can say. What's being spoken, okay. Yeah. Oh, okay, spoken. Well, all right, so what? The other time trying to correct what I'm saying. So here, let me tone this down some so I can correct what they're trying to. Okay, let's see. What is what here? All right, just go ahead and correct that, and then bingo. Let me send it. All right, and so that's the chat on my Kanika Jenkins chat room, people. So if you guys want to come over there and you guys want to chime out in the chat room and stuff, well then you're more than welcome to come on and chat in the chat room and stuff and say what you need to say. You know, come join the chat and stuff. You know, this is why I have what I have going on so the people can come and speak their piece and things. You know, and nobody's going to be vilified or anything like that, you guys can come and say what you need to say, and that's what it is. But people's, I got to get off of here for a moment. I'll be back in about an hour or two. I got to go pick up my son for the weekend, but we're going to do a part two to this, and hopefully Customs will be finished with what he needs to do and stuff, and come on to the live and see. He's already texting me now. What time are you coming? Are you at home? So yeah, I got to go pick up my son for the weekend. And so this is good. So I'm gonna do a part two to this, and hopefully Customs will come up and speak to us, and let's get some clarity out of some confusion and things and stuff. And it ain't gonna be no beef. It's just gonna be straight conversation, and we just kind of like talk about what we talk about and stuff, and see if we can get anything going within this Kanika Jenkins case, or whatever any other case that you may want to talk about. But I'm sure that you got a lot on your mind and on your heart and stuff, and just come and feel free to express what you need to express. That's all. That's all. In anybody, all the people who I had a beef with or whatever and stuff, T Slay, Nosy Bug, and Fresh Source TV, and whoever else or whatever and stuff, y'all come on to the channel, and um Trish Hollywood, y'all come on to the channel, and let's talk. Tiffany Kino, y'all come on to the channel, and let's talk. Let's have a good wholesome live on tonight. I'm gonna do a part two onto this when I get back. So you guys go ahead and share this live and things, and greatly appreciate each and every one of you for coming on in and stuff. But I'll be back. I'll be back. If the Lord says the same, peoples, I'll be back. I'm not going nowhere. I'll be back tonight in just a couple of hours. I just have to go pick up my son, and then that should give everybody enough time to settle down and finish up with whatever things that they have to do and things. And then we'll just come back and we'll just shoot our shot and stuff, and talk about the Kanika Jenkins case, or talk about the twin boys got killed, or Shanquilla Robinson, or whatever you guys want to cover and stuff, And I think it's time now that we can put the beef behind us. I don't understand why people still hold on to beef, but I think some people just needs to learn how to grow up. So, peoples, I hope I had said something to encourage your hearts upon tonight. Tune in again in several hours from now, whenever Joseph Let's Talk Live, Edward Joseph Kitchen, Edward Joseph Gospel Hour, Edward Joseph's Blessings Giveaway 2025 will come to you with something wonderful. I love you with the love of Christ, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. Peoples, mask up and be safe. And again, peoples, y'all come on in. And Mariah Lavender, thank you for becoming a new member to the channel. Thank you so much. You guys come on and become a member. As you guys see, we're doing great things here. We're building up, and we're talking about new cases. We're allowing everybody to come and shoot their shot and say what they need to say. And, we just want to embrace the people and have a good, wholesome conversation with all of the old stuff that had kept us away from each other and things, that put a wedge in between us and stuff. Let's bridge that gap and let's forge together. Is that all right, peoples? We do not have to be at each other's throat. We can agree to disagree, but let us be respectful to each other, because that's the only way that things can happen. It ain't no big eyes and it ain't no little U's and stuff, but if we can be able to come on and politic with each other and stuff, well then, you know, it'll be all good. So you guys come on back. I'll be back in a couple hours. And if the Lord says the same, people, I'll see you guys soon. And your membership ends today, Mariah, but you became a new member just now. So however it goes, I greatly appreciate your love and your support in things and whatever you're doing. And so, peoples, until then, be blessed, get your rest. In a couple hours, if the Lord says the same, I'll see you guys soon. God bless you all. Thank you for watching.